YMH Live is back September 22nd from Austin, Texas. We are streaming worldwide. Go to livestream.ymhstudios.com and get your tickets now. Sometimes it's nice to hear another man tell a man you could be a prostitute. You know?
Like, hey, I don't know if you know this.
Yeah.
But you have got the goods.
You could be a hoe.
Get out there.
Yeah. Hoe it up, dog.
And like that, if with his looks, high paid.
Yeah.
Welcome to your mom's house.
Are you still going to the post office? Still paying full price for postage? Forget about it, man. Thanks to Stamps.com, you don't have to do all that anymore. Step into the new era. We've been using Stamps.com for years to ship our packages, our letters, anything at all. Because why? You get discounted rates on postage. And not only that, it's so easy with Stamps.com. We've been doing this for years. You get a little digital scale. It's just a tiny little thing. You put it on the desk. You put your package on there. Print out postage right there. And then put it on and boom, call the mail carrier. They come and pick it up. It is the easiest thing. And it makes me crazy that everybody in the world isn't using Stamps.com. Now they have UPS and USPS. So really, there's no reason not to do Stamps.com. It's a no-brainer. It saves you time and it saves you money. And it's no wonder why nearly 1 million small businesses already use Stamps.com. Stop wasting your time going to the post office and go to Stamps.com instead. There's no risk. And with our promo code MOM, you get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and the digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage and type in MOM. That's Stamps.com, promo code MOM. Stamps.com, never go to the post office again. Saatva luxury mattress. I can't say how much I love this company. Saatva. If you're looking for your next mattress, look no more. You got to try it out. We started with Saatva. We started with the luxury firm King because we wanted to upgrade our lives without paying an arm and a leg. And the reason Saatva it has such reasonable prices is because they have a low overhead. They don't have to, rent out a shop and pay salesmen. And they let you try the mattress for 90 days. If you don't like it, they'll take it right back. They have a service where they come, they set up your mattress so quickly and they take away the old one. And their customer service is impeccable. I remember I ordered it online. I was a little nervous. No reason to be. They called me right away to set up the delivery time, and I felt extremely supported. So go to saatva.com/theshit now to get $200 off the next purchase of your mattress. Again, saatva.com/theshit for $200 off.
Hey there. Welcome to another episode of Your Mom's House, where you'll learn so much about what's going on in the world and news and all the hard-hitting, important events. And we're going to break down what medicine you should be taking and how to get stronger. With me, as always, is my co-host, Christine. All right,
Hey,
not saying as much. And joining us from Austin, Texas is Christina P.
Hey, Christina.
Hi, Jean. Oh, hi, Mommy. Hi, Jeans.
Hi.
I'm here in Momston, and you're missing a huge rainstorm right now.
I'm very upset about that. As you know, and as the audience knows, I am what is known as a storm dad, and I get storm boners. So even hearing that there's a storm going on, I'm fully erect under this table. But
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
sad that I'm missing it. I would like to say also,
You got some milk, good.
you look
Thanks,
really
babe.
nice.
Thank you.
You dressed up.
I dressed up for you guys because I saw myself on a few episodes ago where I just looked terrible. So I thought I should spruce it up. And for the fans, I don't know if you've noticed, but Olga, my raccoon from
Yes.
Russia,
Yes.
now has the official uniform of Your Mom's House on.
Yeah.
I hand custom sewed her an Adidas tracksuit,
It's incredible.
raccoon size. It was really hard to do. It took several hours, but I think it's worth it.
Really representing your part of the world. So that's
Well, and the mommies, it's a cultural thing.
it is. It is. It's really cool. So you had quite the weekend. You did shows and you had to take multiple planes and you must be exhausted.
Yeah, I wrapped up shows last night, and then I slept for 3 hours, and then I got on 2 planes, and then I landed, and then I
Here's what I would
got
do if
dressed
I
and
were
did this.
you. When we wrap,
What?
lock those kids in their room and then go
Yeah.
to bed.
I know. I think I will. I
know what
might.
I
I
mean?
might do that.
You know what you can do?
But I'm glad to see
Take
you.
a pillow
I mean, I'm
and smack them as hard as you can in the head, and they'll pass out, and then you go to bed.
I peed on myself before we started recording. That was fun.
How did that happen? Tell us that story.
Well, it's weird because it's never happened before. I went to go pee, and then I thought I was done, and then I went to go pull out my chones, and then it was still coming out. So I got pee all over my chonies.
That happens. That happens.
Does it happen to you?
I've had dribble, I've had, usually sometimes you can relax that muscle and you think it always happens when you think you're like, I'm in a rush. I think, I want to
Yeah.
go. You're like, I got to get all
Yeah.
this pee out and push all this
Yes.
pee out. And then you drop your dick back into your pants and you got piss all
That's
over your
not
leg.
right.
That's probably what happened to you. Right?
It is what happened to me.
You'll
And
like this, by the
fun-
way. I told you this the other day, but I was putting the boys down.
Yeah.
We watched something. We read a book, and then I sat on the chair in the room there, and I have Julian on my left, Ellis on my right, and I go, "Hey boys, tell me about your day. Like, tell me what you did today." And
Yeah.
Ellis goes, "I farted out of my ass." And I was like,
That's my boy.
"That's a really nice story, man."
That's my son.
And he just looked at me
Good.
like, "What'd you do?"
I farted out of my ass, dummy.
Yeah, that's what he did today.
Yeah. Yeah.
5 years
And
old.
I don't think we don't talk to him like that. I don't
No.
think we talk to him like that.
I,
That's his own thing.
I was watching a video where the guy kept going, "You got to be shitting me," and, and then Julian was next to me. He goes, "Shitting me, shitting me, shitting me." And I was like, "All right, this is gonna start coming out of his mouth." Glad school's
Oh,
starting.
yeah.
That'll be a fun first day of school this week.
But I'll tell you what, Tom.
Yeah.
That I tell the kids, hey, you can't say that stuff till you're 16.
Yeah.
And they go, why? And I go, you can't say that at school because you're just not allowed. It's against the rules. And they respect it. I
Yeah.
mean,
No, they're pretty
can
good.
I just say
Yeah.
before we start, also, it was kind of a neat full circle thing. When I was in Atlanta, I was in the international terminal, and I passed by the taco place that I ate before we flew to Africa. And do you remember what happened on our flight to South Africa?
Yes, we flew. It's a 16-hour flight from Atlanta to Johannesburg, and Christina actually on her own decided to have tacos, and then she sharded on the flight and had to throw her underwear away on that flight.
Yeah, it's
on the plane.
But isn't that's right? It was my first shart that I'd ever had in my life.
It's a lovely
I thought that was-
story.
But it's kind of full circle, isn't it? Today, as I was
Absolutely. So
getting
you
ready
saw
for
it.
this show.
Did you think about getting it? See if you could shard again. Did you consider that?
On the way to Columbus.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You're like, I wonder if I
just
could
wanna
shard here.
challenge-
Yeah.
I want to challenge myself. But Tom, don't you think it's kind of weird and
No.
full circle?
I think you've already said full circle a few times, and I get it.
that I soiled my other panties today, and then I had to go change those. It's like
Wow.
it's kind of neat.
God is real. Okay, are you ready to start the show?
God is good
God is
all
good.
the time.
Yeah,
Isn't that what they say? God is good all the time. What is that? Comedy works. Yes, it
Yes,
does.
it does. Comedy and prayer. Okay. You ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
You're going to like this opening clip. I know you're going to like
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna like the way I look.
You are.
I guarantee it.
I'm looking for me a white girl with a fat ass. Serious replies only. I think they know how to work it.
Don't bring anyone love into this.
Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura.
Oh,
And
Christina Pajitsi.
cheers.
welcome to your mom's house.
Yeah, yeah.
This dude.
I know that
is
guy.
the
I found him on
shit.
TikTok.
Yeah, I think we all did. Yeah, he's
What
very
do you mean
cool.
we all did.
We've all been
You
seeing
saw
this.
that?
Yeah, I saw this guy. I saw
He's
him.
real special. He's made the rounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking for me a white girl
Yeah.
with a fat ass.
Yeah. And I know that you liked his eyes. I know that you like
Of
eyes
course.
that go in different directions.
One eye goes this
And-
way, one eye goes that way.
And then he thinks about what he's gonna say. He's like, she needs to know how to work it. Serious replies only. This guy has the fucking balls to put that message out there and be like, don't joke around. Don't play with me.
Don't play with my heart. For
And like,
real, though.
what white girl with a fat ass is going to be like, absolutely. Hold on. How do you reply to
This
this?
guy. Well, and it's upsetting too because he can't even frame himself right. Like at least he's got the lighting.
The framing
Finally,
is
some guy-
absolutely abysmal. This is one of the worst. This is peak, like tier 1, your mom's house cool guy framing. Like, this is the worst framing. you
Hey,
could-
number one.
I'm looking
Yeah.
for me a white
What are you
girl
doing?
with a fat ass. Serious replies.
Can't see his mouth.
Right.
What else are you going to say? Huh?
I think they know how to work it.
They need to know how to work it. Yeah.
I think they know how to work it.
You get the full treatment, sir. Now,
I mean, I do. And the thing is, too, is I think he would get more replies if we got to actually see his face. He could be really attractive and I wouldn't know.
yeah.
I mean, I don't have a fat ass,
Uh-huh.
but I'd like to just I'd like to know more about him.
Well, does he reminds me of a past super cool dude. Would you like to see who he reminds me of?
Okay, let me. Okay,
Yeah, right. Go through the Rolodex in your mind.
hold on. I'm going Cobra Tate. I'm like,
Mm.
I'm Shine. I don't think so. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Hi, I'll make this brief. My name's John Liu Shipman. I'm looking for girls for pussy. I'd love to eat pussy.
Ugh.
Awesome. This guy's
Doesn't
fucking
he
rad.
look like? Doesn't he look like a pussy? Kind of, like his face and the way his mouth is shaped. He looks like a pussy.
I don't know. I just I like he's very direct, like the guy is, and he also is like, hey, hit me up, you know.
If you're into fat guys, you're looking for some action, you live in Missouri, please call me at 157 or text me at 163.
Yep.
He gives you a different number for texts.
Him,
He has two
look,
numbers.
he's got a bat phone.
He
He's got
does.
a private line.
Hit me up on this one, text me on this one. Wild. Just wild shit, man.
Hit me up.
Hit me
Hit
up.
me
dog.
up.
Hit me up, bro.
These men, boy, if I had a fraction of their confidence,
Oof.
here I am doubting myself. Am I good enough? Will anybody love me? Not these guys.
No.
What a blessing in the skies, huh?
It's nice too. He just puts out what he likes, and then you know, that's what he liked. It's pretty cool. I like him.
This,
I love
I'll
to eat
tell you,
pussy.
this week.
Yeah.
Oh God, no woman is like, I don't know. Maybe some woman loves that, but I mean, when the guys broadcast that they love to eat pussy,
Yeah. Tell me why though, as a woman, why isn't that? I mean, seriously, why is that not appealing? I'm serious.
but here's the deal, okay?
Because
It's
that's
different
what I
if-
would do if I were out in the market right now. I'd be like, I mean, I like to eat it. I don't know what's the problem. Why is that bad?
It's only bad depending on who's saying it. Like,
Okay.
Ryan Gosling, who's like, I love to eat
You
pussy. I'd be
always
like, call
fucking
me.
refer to Ryan Gosling.
Text me. I got 2 different numbers, bro. Hit me up on the private.
I mean, what about Tommy Buns right in front of you? Hi.
Luke Wilson. Oh, hi.
I like to eat pussy. Send me a text. You don't think that would work?
Do you think, because we're watching Game of Thrones, do you think they all ate
Can we?
pussy back then?
Oh,
So
yeah.
smelly.
I think so.
How smelly is their medieval pussies back then? Oof.
Pretty
Could you
bad.
imagine?
Let's go ahead and make it clear again. You are seeing this in September of 2021, and we're going to go ahead and make it clear to all of you listening and watching.
This is a YMH exclusive. YMH exclusive. YMH exclusive. YMH.
Game of Thrones is a good show. They released 8 seasons just now at once. And we started to watch it, and you should check it out too.
Well, every time you and I watch it, we're so impressed, and we're like,
how
why
come
is
no one
everyone
ever mentioned
sleeping?
this fucking show?
The show's amazing.
Yeah, it's a new show, and it's good. And I think you're going to like it if you haven't seen it. So check it out.
Yeah.
I'm captivated by the incest, the violence, the nudity, the language, the deception, the rage, the fighting, the
stinky
sex,
genitals.
the stinky genitals. It's fantastic.
Well,
Nobody
and
ever
what's
talked
really
about
neat,
the show. I feel like I discovered it.
nobody told us to watch that show. I mean,
Nope.
but here's what I really like is that there was a lot of gratuitous titty scenes and a lot of gratuitous female nudity.
And dick
Now they're-
scenes.
That's what I'm saying
Yeah.
is that I saw 2 hammers in the last 2 or 3 episodes. And I was like, okay, now I feel better. Like they're finally giving the female viewers something to write home
Yes.
about.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, also I want to make sure I remind you, since
Yeah.
you're back in Texas and I'm in California right now, just be
Yeah.
Watch for wasps.
make sure you watch out for them. Okay, and also
It's hot today, so make sure you drink water.
I'm just looking out for you. I
Well,
fucking love that
Dad-
guy. I've been thinking about that guy. all
Me
week.
too. Me too. Wasp.
Like I forgot about him for a minute, and then I saw somebody post about him, and I was like, oh.
Watch for wasps.
Waspus. I
Yeah.
mean, what planet is he on that he thinks the word is pronounced waspus?
You mean wasps?
Wasps.
You
And that's a
fucking
common
ma-
word.
Of course it is. Watch for beeses.
Bees. Waspus.
It's
Waspus.
completely insane.
Nobody corrected him. See, you have to have friends that correct you and look out for you. I've said stupid shit throughout the years and you've corrected me.
Well, yeah, and you
Like
corrected
sun
me.
visor. Remember? You're like, it's not
Yeah.
a sun visor, you foreigner. It's just visor.
Yeah, you can just
Chewing
say
gum.
visor.
It's not chewing gum. It's just gum.
Yeah, I know the kind of thing. By the way, sometimes I get antsy when I have a clip in my folder. If I
Yeah.
know you're gonna love it, like if I know. you're
Okay,
gonna
okay,
react.
play. I know, and I have topics I want to talk about with you that I think you're
Okay.
gonna get. Really
Oh yeah, well we can say also since we discovered Game of Thrones for everybody. It's on home box office max. If you
Wait,
haven't-
who's your favorite character on there right now? Who do you like most?
Who do I like most? I mean, I like the guy that was the king's hand. You know, he's kind of like the hero.
Yeah,
he's pretty rad.
he's great.
But there's so many great storylines.
Can I tell you who I'm starting to like more?
Who?
Is Khaleesi's husband.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
at first he was just like,
Yeah.
you know,
Jason
butt effing
Momoa?
her,
Yeah.
just raping her and stuff. And now like he's showing out, you know,
Yep.
showing some respect to Khaleesi, and I like that.
He also gave that speech where he's like, "I'm gonna rape these women and I'm gonna fuck everybody
That was
up."
cool.
I did get kind of
Yeah.
hard watching that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. That guy is living the dream.
Okay.
Very cool guy. We also, speaking of shows that people talk about, we got into Love Island,
Mhm.
UK, and we started watching season 1 originally, and it was the straight up dog pound. It was like
Do you
just
hear that?
no,
Storm Dad? It is like raging thunder. I'm sorry. I thought maybe you could hear it.
I'm not, and I wish we were canceling this recording and just watching the storm. But
No, go ahead.
straight up dogs were on that show. Like,
Wait, Love Island UK or
Yes.
Australia?
no,
Yeah,
it was
dog
UK.
pound. Dog
And I was like,
pound.
God, when is the hot one going to come out? It was just all these "Roo, roo, roo, roo," came out. So then you're like, people really have been talking about season 6. That's the season to go. Again, mostly stray dogs. And then
Babe, no, there was
and they
one
were like,
beautiful. The black
"Hey,
girl's beautiful.
that guy right there's a right rocket." And their fucking English was so goddamn hard to understand. Like they were the absolute bottom feeders of the UK that we had to put the fucking captions on. We put subtitling on for English. And then even with that on, we were like, this is too mega tarded to fucking get through. So we ended up jumping out of it. It was so dumb.
Well, but we gave it a shot. Hold on. So first it was we were both like, huh?
Huh?
What's happening? This seems interesting. I kind of want, and like every other word I could make out, like she's a right goer, and you're
Yeah.
like a go. They go to Goa.
He's a
in
goer.
India? Goa.
Yeah.
Or where's Goa? Is Goa in India? I don't know. And then the subtitles, we kind of hung in for another episode, and then it got too megatard.
It was like you're watching
We
that
were-
thing. You're like,
You are completely retarded.
it was so hard to get through.
And it was
really
so
was.
hard. The girls wear so much makeup, and the extensions are horrible. All the girls have really ratty, cheap.
It's like,
hair
I'm going
extensions.
to get here. I've got to pick one of them, and I know if he's on because he's a sweet man, isn't he?
What?
And then,
Don't know what you're talking
and then they're
about.
like, I like him fit, like a lot, and he's got muscles. I like how he's wet, and he's not, no. And you're like, what the fuck? It's like all this
This is
Cockney slang that I
the
don't.
same language that we speak.
Different.
Yeah, it really is. So
But we can understand Game of Thrones. That's like
yeah,
fancy British, you know.
sure. Yeah,
It's the King's English.
this that Love Island shit is
Fucking retarded.
it's fucking so hard.
Well,
get
because the
through.
whole show was like, one of us has to go home. I don't. If I like him, does he like her? I don't know if I like him, and I
The
like.
stakes
And then
don't
nobody's
mean
hooking
anything.
up.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
You don't care if one of them gets kicked off. You know. Also, they also
No.
have like they're so resilient about not getting chosen. Like no one's feelings got hurt, which would make you empathize
No.
more. Like they're like, oh, he ditched you for her, and the girl's like, and the girl's like, I don't want this guy. He's like, I don't care. And you're like,
Yeah.
so
So
you don't even care, but you don't even care that you're not getting chosen. If you don't
Yeah.
care, how can the viewer care?
I know, Tom, and we had such high hopes for Love Island UK.
I guess we'll have to
Such
go to
high
that
hopes.
fucking dumb shit Game of Thrones show. Keep watching that. We got 7 seasons left. Can't believe they dropped them all at once. That's wild.
I know. So
Okay.
cool.
Now I'm ready to show you something that I think is going to really tickle your tootsies.
Okay.
Here we go.
I'm ready.
Instead of using the typical mom and dad parent titles, there's actually gender neutral and non binary parent titles that exist. It can be hard for parents within the LGBTQIA community to find a word that they feel comfortable being addressed as by their children. So here are some examples: Dama, Mada, Maddie, Madi, Mappa, Nini, Nopa, Nori, Opa, Pere, Pom Pom, Zaza, and Zizi.
Easy.
Sansa's a name in Game of Thrones.
There you go.
These are all Game of Thrones names.
Yeah. Those are kind of
Easy,
Game of Thrones
Sansa.
names. Yeah.
Kola, Kanika, Daka, Waka. Yeah.
You're
This
right.
is great. Yeah.
Mappa,
Yeah.
Mappa,
Nori.
King Mappa of
Dama,
the Nori.
Yeah.
Pom Pom,
These are tribal names.
Pom
Pom
Pom,
Pom.
the ruler of the Sixth Kingdom. Yeah.
Mhm.
So there you go.
I thought I recognized this stupid name. So she's saying if your parents are non-binary, that this is how you can refer to them to make them feel comfortable. Is that what's being said?
Can I tell you something? I don't know what the fuck she's saying. Okay. I just thought you would like it.
It's I love it. Thank you.
Yeah.
You got it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love this
Pom
stuff,
Pom.
man.
Mappa,
Pom Pom.
Nori, Dama.
Jesus
When you
Christ.
start saying that, everyone's like, "Is that your parents' name, Dama?" And you're like, "No, that's what I call them." Why? Because we're, you know,
Well, if you want.
we're
But who
special.
comes up with these names? It's not. It's like they have a council. Is this what the socialists do when they meet in the point of personal privilege? Is this what they come up with? Is this the shit they decide on?
it might be.
Mappa, Donka,
Point,
Poo-poo, Kaka.
Point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Y'all know what's a banana split?
I wish that guy was in this meeting. Dude,
He would get
That's what we
thrown
have-
out of there so fast.
that's what we have to do is infiltrate the socialist meetings.
We
need
gotta
to put,
send we gotta send Unkshine to any type of like council meeting.
yeah.
Yeah. Come hey, there's a hearing on this this new proposed city tax.
I'm coming at your fat ass.
And they're like, excuse me? Just get him up on the gavel. Sir, would you like to weigh in on this?
I'm coming to get that booty.
Okay, all right. You need to get out of here, sir.
Yeah. I wish they would make Unkshine a TV judge, like Judge Judy.
Oh,
How
my
great
God.
would it be to watch him rule on stuff? Be
Ugh.
like, punishment, you gotta make a banana split.
You want some corn chips? Pecan?
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, be great.
Oh man. Well, that was great.
Ugh.
Thanks, Tom. You really know what I like.
I do know what you like. I know.
Love that pronoun talk.
Yeah. You having some good rain chats while you're in since you've been back?
That's all we talk about. Well, we didn't know if it was gonna rain. They said it wasn't gonna rain, and now it's raining.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to wear your comforter all day long? Well, now with Brooklyn and loungewear, it's like you're wearing a duvet, but it's because it's so soft, it doesn't look like a duvet. It looks just like comfy leisure wear, but it is so soft. I wore the shirt yesterday around the house and the sweatpants, and it is unbelievable. I mean, Brooklyn, and don't they just do it all? We got Brooklyn and sheets. They do towels. They do everything. They do loungewear. The loungewear has classic cuts and no zippers for limitless comfort that you can pull off in real life. So you can luxuriate in coziness all day. And if you're looking for more ways to enhance your comfort, check out Brooklinen's candles, eye masks, and accessories to properly celebrate your chill. So go on, get comfortable and get it for less at Brooklinen. Go to brooklinen.com and use promo code HOUSE to get $20 off with a minimum purchase of $100. That's BROOKLINEN.com and enter promo code HOUSE for $20 off with a minimum purchase of $100. That's brooklinen.com, promo code HOUSE. Babbel, the #1 selling language learning app. Through Babbel's bite-sized lessons, you'll learn new language skills that you can actually use in the real world. It's so great because Babbel just has these little 15-minute lessons that make it really the perfect way to learn a new language on the go. And in fact, I've made a promise to myself that instead of doing something silly on social media, I will get on Babbel instead and learn Spanish so that I can talk to my Latin husband. Yeah, and he likes that I'm making the effort. I hope he appreciates it. I'm getting very fluent. Babbel, you can learn 14 different languages: Spanish, French, Italian, and German. Wow, there's so many ways to learn with Babbel. In addition to lessons, you can access podcasts, games, videos, stories, and even live classes. So right now, save up to 65% off your subscription when you go to babbel.com/mom. That's babbel.com/mom for up to 65% off your subscription. Babbel, language for life. Do you by any chance have in your folder Garth's latest Instagram post? I don't know if it was sent in too late.
They can pull it up, I guess.
Yeah, I think it was sent too late.
Oh.
Sorry, guys. I caught it at like 5 this morning when I was. Can you pull it up, please?
Yeah, hold on.
I think it's worth exploring.
Which is it? Is this from a show that he did?
Yeah, he just did another big ass stadium.
Mm-hmm.
And the quote is pretty great. It's pretty good.
Okay. What is it?
Okay, ready?
Yeah, I can't read it.
Please. Okay, it says, that was mother husking awesome.
Oh God.
Love G. #Garth and Lincoln. Like, I get that the Huskers, that's a Lincoln.
Yes.
But like, you know what? Look, our agent liked it.
Yeah.
But I hate when people like, he's doing a play on profanity. Like, just say the word. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yes. Also, the comments underneath it,
yeah,
where like, touch my camera from the stage, Garth, and you know what's a banana split.
Yeah,
I've seen, that meme that was going about a little that was my fall plans and the Delta variant.
Yeah.
Somebody posted, touch my fall plans through the fence. Oh, that made me laugh so hard.
But Tom, don't you agree? Like, there's that great Louis C.K. bit where he's like, I hate people that say the N-word.
Yeah, yeah. Like, just say the word.
N-word.
Yeah.
Say the word. Like, because you know what everyone's thinking when they read mother husking.
Right.
Like,
you're making me
say doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Asshole.
Touching my camera through the fence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, stop touching my camera through the fence and just say motherfucking and then do a different play on Huskers, corn Huskers or whatever. Like,
yeah, I agree.
It just bothers me. Like, just say the word fuckface.
Well, that is his brand though. His brand is was mother husking awesome. That's right on. That's G's brand.
And like, They love it. There are so many people there that think
Stadium.
mother husking a stadium.
Yeah, a stadium. Also, generations of people can go to his show. Like the grandparents, the parents, and the
Yes.
kids can go, and they have a
Just like your mom's
a great mother husking time.
Just like our show. It's a family show.
Yeah,
The whole
if
family
you want to flip the branding, so his branding is mother husking. Some of our branding, you could argue, would be the post that I shared of my mother and I when I told her about Norm Summerton, but I told her in Spanish about him pissing on his French fries. Well, I told her during a podcast, and she got so upset. I laughed so fucking hard at this that like it broke me down. There's subtitles. They're not totally accurate, but I've watched the clip now 25 times.
Well, now we have to see it. What are you doing?
It's right
Can we
here.
watch it?
Here, I think he can play it right here.
Oh gosh, I love Charles.
Estuvimos mirando videos de mi amigo Norm. En un video saca, está sentado así en una mesa con un plato con papas fritas. Y dice que tiene una receta de francesa de Canadá de papas fritas, pero en ese momento se parre y mea, hace pila en las papas fritas.
Ay, no.
Y no.
Esto es para otra cosa. No y no. A mí no me cuentas esta mugre. No. Búscate otro nivel. Acá habla normal. No, eso no tiene precio que me cuentes estas barbaridades.
No, pero...
¿Cómo puedes gozar? Pero tú qué tienes dentro de ti, ¿cómo puedes gozar con la mugre que me estás contando? Qué cosa más asquerosa, Tony.
Luego...
Te pone botella para que salga teta y que se la deja por 8 horas y la teta le crece y se hace la pila en la teta. Qué cosa tan espantosa, por Dios. ¡Ay, qué horror! ¡Ay, qué horror, señor! Ayúdalo, que no sabe lo que hace. ¿Cómo puede ser tú? Lo que no entiendo de ti, tú eres un hombre culto. Contigo se puede hablar de todo. Pero estoy hablando de cultura. Estás al tanto de todo. Y de repente me sales con caca, con pedo, con poto, con teta. Ay. Algo no está normal. ¿Estás tomando drogas? Estás tomando drogas, ¿no?
Oh, that's it. Oh my God. I have... She goes, "Are you taking drugs?" Then she was like, "You are taking drugs." Because I told her, I was like, yeah, first I started by sending her the picture. I was like, "Here's my friend Norm." And she was like, "Ah." She's like, "What? What's on his chest?" I go, "There's suction cups to make his tits grow." She's like, "What?" She goes, "This is your friend?"
She still believes you when you're like, my friend, Norm.
Yeah.
Wait, because she says in the subtitle, she goes, "Hey, he's putting cups on his teeth for 8 hours. God forgive him. He doesn't know what he's doing."
No, that was for me. That was for me.
Oh, that was for me. I thought that was for Norm.
Yeah, God forgive me. I don't know what I'm doing. She goes, "I don't know what's wrong with what's inside of you that's making you enjoy this." Oh my God.
I think my parents felt the same way. I think my dad saw a few episodes of Your Mom's House and he was like, "What are you doing?
What
like,
is this?" Yeah.
You're smart. Yeah. We educated you.
Yeah.
You guys are just talking about farts and shits. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, yeah. I guess.
Well, that clip, I didn't even post the rest of it. I end up crying because I ended up. It's an old one that she appeared on, but somebody sent me a clip of it the other day. I ended up telling her about when we watched the video, and how it was the first time I puked doing the show, and she got so upset. And then Christina left because she can't be around puke, and then she was like begging me to stop, and I go, and it was at that moment that I wanted to meet God and tell him that this is the moment that symbolizes my life. And she was like, she was so offended. It was great. I should post the rest of it.
Oh, so funny. Even with the subtitles, I like hearing her in Spanish do it.
Yeah.
It's even better.
Oh, yeah.
Because, it
It's
comes
so,
freely. You know?
Yes, it's so genuine from her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love hearing you speak Spanish. It's very attractive.
Thank you.
You present as
white.
as white.
Yeah. White. But
That's your point of personal
I'm actually
privilege.
Latinx.
You're Latinx.
And I'm super proud of that. About my Latinx side. of the family.
What are your pronouns for Latinx dad?
Ellas. That's the new one I'm using.
Ellas con queso.
Ellas con queso, yeah. Yep.
Sí,
Touching my
claro.
camera through the fence.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck. You know what's so funny? I was talking to somebody this weekend in Columbus, and they were like, someone starts to compliment you and it's not really a compliment. Like when they're like, I tried listening to your mom's house. He goes, a few years ago, I couldn't get into it. And I was like, thank you. And then he's like, and then I started to listen again. And now I can't watch normal shows. He's like, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
You
He's like,
ruined
I can't
entertainment
watch.
for me.
Yeah, we ruined like scripted like sitcoms. He's
This
like, I
guy
can't watch
maybe has
Friends.
not heard about Game of Thrones. He's got to check it out. New show, HBO Max. Very good. Very good.
But he's like, you guys ruined like network shows or anything where people aren't talking the way you guys do.
Oh, that we did you a favor. Believe me.
We just fucking got you out of the Matrix, bro.
Yeah. We hooked you up, dog.
And speaking of non what's the word I'm looking for? Where it starts as a compliment and then it's not a
like
compliment.
a backhanded compliment, or
Kind of, yeah. Or like, so show business, especially stand-up comedians, we're always humbled. You're never on top for very long.
No.
If you feel good about yourself, that shit ends next weekend.
Yeah.
Like so for instance, I have every time you do a venue, even if it's a theater, an arena, a club, the talent always comes in through the garbage bins. Like you're always ushered in. So it's always a nice reminder of where you're from as a stand-up comedian. I always, here's the garbage. This is where I come in. So in Austin, I got to do a local show finally. And I'm not going to say the name of the club, but they go, you're on a mural. You want to go see yourself? We painted you on the side of the club mural. I go, oh my gosh, that's a huge honor. I'd love to go see that. So we go up, we take a look, and there's Tommy, Joe Rogan, Red Band, all Ron White. And here I am next to these wonderful comedians. And I go, well, I thank you so much. And the guy goes, well, I mean, we had to put a woman on there. Otherwise we'd catch hell for it. I was like, cool, thank you. Okay, thanks.
you could have just left that part out.
You could have just not told
Yeah.
me that part.
You don't have to tell me that. By the way, I wonder if people will be able to figure out the venue you're talking about.
I'm not going to say it, but if you're in, Austin, make sure to point out that you like that they put a woman up there.
Thank God there's a woman.
Yeah.
I know.
Otherwise, we catch hell for it,
These days, everyone's got to see some fucking broad on everything. Anyway.
How's that forced inclusivity working out, guys? It's not working very well. I'd rather just not be on the thing. You know what I mean?
Wanted to ask you something.
I don't care. Yeah.
I know. It's like, don't force me into it.
Then don't force inclusivity, guys. Nobody wants it. Let the white guys do their thing.
Let me ask you this.
I don't mind being a second-class citizen. It's worked out fine for me.
How do you feel about getting an additional pet?
Depends.
Yeah? But you're open to the
Brussels?
idea. You'll entertain the idea. Right?
Another Brussels, yeah.
Well, what do you think about this?
Okay.
Easy boy. Easy Simba.
Oh, look at that.
Give me chance.
What an asshole.
Do you think that would eat Bitsy?
Okay.
I think it would eat all of us.
Look at that mouth.
Oh, look how chill he is. Why is he so relaxed around that thing?
He's had him since he was a puppy. Little cub. He's like, what, this little guy? He wouldn't hurt anything.
Look at those paws.
Look at the fucking
Tom.
size of its head.
Oh my God. Babe, those paws are bigger than that guy's head.
Yeah. Yeah, that thing will fuck you up.
Not him.
This guy doesn't have to learn jujitsu. He's like, no, I'm good. I got this guy with me all the time.
But what is that delusion that you think that you're special, that this animal
I don't know.
won't turn on you?
It will. If it turned on Siegfried and Roy, then it'll turn on your ass.
Right.
It dragged that
Exactly.
motherfucker by the neck.
Yeah.
And he was
That's right.
feeding
Did he
it
live?
fucking cocaine and sandwiches and diamond feathers and all kinds of gay shit, and it still snapped his neck in half.
Diamond feathers.
You know what I mean?
Yes, they were giving those. They weren't giving them bullshit food. Probably
He was buying
They were
them
really
Chanel
spoiling.
purses and everything, and it still fucking snapped his neck.
Did he live through that?
Yeah, he lived.
Oh my god!
Look at those claws. Look at the claws.
People are so stupid.
He's like, what?
Jesus.
He's like, you just need to know how to be around him. That's how these guys are always like. You just need to, you know. Look at that. He's gonna.
Do you think they feel special? Right?
But
It's
look,
the I'm special.
He just nibbled his leg right there. He's like, oh fuck, that hurt.
Yeah. You stupid bear. Oh, you silly guy.
That bear.
You just don't know him like I know him.
That bear could
You think they're
disembowel
special.
that man in 3 seconds. Just slice him in half.
Mhm. He's
And-
special, right?
Yeah, he's a real special guy.
He thinks that he's a man. Oh boy.
You have a fucking puma in the house.
It's my tribe.
Yeah, all these guys, by the way, that we've seen so far, have a moment where they're like, "Oh shit!" Like, you know, oh my god, I almost lost my shoulder. Yeah, because that's not a
100%.
pet, fuckhead.
No.
You're out of your mind.
And even with regular domestic cats, like sometimes just a small domestic cat will fuck you up.
Yeah.
You know, you ever been clawed by just a
I
little
have.
cat?
I spent the night
Yeah,
at
they-
someone's house, and the cat jumped on my face while I was sleeping. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's just a regular house cat. Like, could you
Mhm.
imagine an animal like this?
Well,
in
yeah,
your
you'd
life?
be like, "Oh, I don't have a nose anymore." It just came off when that puma swiped at it.
I saw a TikTok of
Oh.
a snake coming out of a toilet.
Mm-hmm. And
I don't know if I sent that to you. Have you seen? Have
well,
you,
I'll tell
that
you this.
happens
How
in-
about this? I now need a pee break. Let's do a pee break.
Okay.
And when we come back, TikToks. Absolutely phenomenal. The emptying of my bladder. And now I'm back. And as promised,
I heard you bitches was looking for me. Bitch, here I go.
some of the most special TikToks the internet has, curated by Christina P, with a couple surprises maybe in there as well. I don't know. So
Oh, really?
I think
Surprises
so.
for me?
I think so. I think so.
Wow. Well, I've also like to add a new feature. I'm going to let you guys know. So Chase O'Donnell, my feature act, we've been doing this thing where she's a trained dancer. She's been dancing since she was 2 years old. And every time I see a crazy person dancing,
I've seen this. It's
I
really
make-
good.
I make Chase duet it, learn the dance, get in the same costume,
It's great.
and do the dance. And it is phenomenal. And you'll see those stories on my feed as well. And she's just killing the game.
She's killing it.
Yeah, it's really
Tắm
fun.
nước mắm, người ta gọi cái này là đuông dừa tắm nước mắm đó.
Oh yeah.
Bây giờ mình sẽ tắm nước mắm và mình ăn thôi.
What are those?
Xoài, giống chị My đó.
Worms? Silkworms maybe?
Tôi vừa đăng xong là tôi thấy cái clip của bà My liền luôn, của chị My liền luôn.
She's eating moving worms, babe.
Yeah.
Cái đầu ăn sâu.
She's
I bet
pretty,
you that sauce
she's pretty
is
cute, I
bomb-ass.
gotta say.
Yeah.
Nó giống con dầu vậy đó mấy bà, nhúc nhúc nhúc
She's got some wild tats.
nhúc nhúc.
If I saw her, I'd be like, "Nyo, nyo, nyo, nyo," and I'd be like, "Hey, girl, what's up? What'd you eat for dinner tonight?" And then if she was like, "I ate live worms," I'd be like, "All right, I'm gonna split."
It's
I'll-
like when you
I'll
come
holler at you
home.
later. Nyo,
Remember
nyo.
when you came home the other day and you kissed me on the mouth and you're like, "Poof, what did you eat?" And I'm
Ugh.
like, "Oh, pho. I like pho. I ate Vietnamese food and then I had some beer." And you're like, "Ugh." Like, imagine what her mouth fucking smells
Oof.
like.
Yeah. Sounds like
Live
your
worms.
fucking your grandpa's dead dick. That's what it smells like.
Any Illinois women in their 20s, 30s, up to 40, first one to message me gets to go out on a date with me, dinner and a movie.
Wow.
That's a nice offer.
What a cool. That's very cool.
But that's
of
a
him.
nice offer. Hey, these days, a lot of men won't pay for dinner and a nice movie.
That's really sweet of him. And he also expanded that age range all the way up to 40.
Hey.
This catch is saying, you know what? I'll go up there. I want 20s, maybe 30s. I'll go all the way up to 40.
Dude, that means I'm eligible. Well, 40s, right?
No, he said 40. I'm sorry.
Shit.
Your expiration date is
rotten milk.
Yeah. You could not get this guy. He also's got a cool eye thing going on, like the opening clip. His eye is got one goes this way, one goes that way. That's kind of neat.
The other guy says, "What do you want from me?"
One guy's watching dinner, the other guy's watching the date. You know what I mean? Pretty cool.
Do you think he can see? Like, wait,
Yeah.
I know this is stupid, but does he see? Like, is he literally? He's like looking this way, and he can see what's on that side, and then he sees on what's that side too. Like, does he see differently? Should he be an airline? I mean, should he be a pilot? Is what I'm saying in the Air Force. Because don't you need to have really good peripheral vision?
Yeah, they usually have a size limit for those fighter jets, you know. Most of those pilots are not like 350, 375 laying down all the time.
But what I'm trying to say, and I'm not doing a good job because I'm tired.
No, tell me.
Does he have better peripheral vision than we do?
Yeah, I don't think he
his
does.
eyes go
I don't think he does. Okay.
Well, it would stand the logic that he would because his eyes go sideways.
You know, it's a good question for an ophthalmologist. I think we'll reach out to one for the next show. Okay. Thank you very much.
Geckos.
Thank you.
Lizards,
We can
they
move
see-
on. We can move on now. Thank you.
Baby, if you give it to me, I give it to you. You give it to me. Hey, baby, if you give it to me, I give it to you. You give it to me. Hey. Dun, 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 dun.
That was pretty cool. I don't know why Annie doesn't do more TikToks like that. You know what I mean?
Annie?
This guy has cool black eye vibes. Why don't you do that too, man? Baby, if you give it to me, I give it to you.
Give it to you.
And
Or
then
you give it to me.
There you go. See? You know that song. There you go. Then you do the bass line. Very nice.
I'll do it. I'll do it for you.
Thank you very much. Woo. And then I think pretty soon here we're going to be coming up on Chris Larson's next Instagram post.
Oh!
He'll be like,
Is
"It's
it that time of the month?"
Friday. It was a good week. Have a good weekend. Are you going to party, guys? I'm going to make sure you drive safe. We could do a really cool video like that. We're all looking forward to that, Chris.
I'm not.
Okay.
Well, Chris, come on.
Got to tell people have a nice weekend, and then your next post be like, "It's Monday. It's going to be work. We're going to work this week. Everybody have a good week at work."
If it's your birthday, I want to say happy birthday.
Yep.
Why don't you give birthday shout outs? Come on.
Okay, here's a secret that most single people of all genders don't know, but if
Okay.
they knew this secret, it would change their odds of finding a healthy relationship exponentially. The secret is simple. Boundaries are sexy. So here's the problem. Most single people want to be liked, and they find somebody that they like. So they say to themselves, if I put up a boundary, whether that boundary is, I'd prefer phone calls instead of texts. I'd like you to take me on a proper date. I'm not ready to have sex yet. I really don't want to do that ethical non-monogamy thing. They're afraid that if they put up that boundary, they will scare off potential mates. But here's the secret. You will scare off 100% of people who are not appropriate for you. You'll scare off narcissists. You'll scare off sociopaths. You'll scare off selfish people. And who's going to be left standing? Healthy mates.
And your naturally curly hair.
Yeah.
She's
I
threw
thought that
out
was
there.
actually a really good
That's actually
way to
good
balance
advice.
out all the crazy talks. Yeah. Like I thought it was nice to have something pretty intrinsically valuable in there.
Do you like boundaries? Do you think boundaries are sexy?
You're talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. You and I, that's how we started. I was like, no, I hate everything. I don't want you. And then now look, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I also liked you because you were normal and like you weren't texting me 500 times a day. I thought that was attractive that you had boundaries.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that was attractive. Your normalcy was very attractive. Your consistency, I like that.
Boundaries, guys. Boundaries. Set some up, okay?
I like all the boring stuff about you. That's my favorite.
Thank you.
It's just how like boring you are. I like it.
Awesome. Feels good.
I am highly pissed right now.
Why?
A police officer just threatened to slap me. And that's not right. I need the war pack to talk to them.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Well, that's another case of like he didn't do anything wrong and the cops are hurting him, you know?
Mm-hmm.
These guys are never doing anything wrong. It's like all these cops are just hitting people. Jeez.
So this is exposing police brutality is what you're up to now?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey everyone, I just want to say good morning and have a good day at work or whatever you're doing today. Just have a good day. Enjoy the sunshine. If it's sunny, have a best day.
This is what I want from Chris Larson.
Me too. Babe, it's all anybody wants from Chris Larson.
Everybody have a great day. Is it sunny? Enjoy that. All right.
She threw in the weather like that. That's a first. They usually don't throw in the weather.
Here we go. Oh, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here you go.
Hello, everybody. I'm in the wood and I'm lost and I can't find my mom and dad. Could you help me? I'm lost. I'm lost. I'm lost. Where's my mom and daddy?
Captain Marcel.
That's Captain Marcel.
Yeah.
She's back. Yep. And she's making her colorful talks again.
That's a but it's kind of a sad talk because she's looking for her mommy and daddy. She's lost. Maybe her mommy and daddy are where her sister are, which is down by the mountain, and she just needs to go rescue all of them together.
That's right. It's an interesting subject for her. She's always exploring abandonment.
Yeah.
I think if we were to look at what's going on there. Mm-hmm.
All right, 2 more, and then we're going to wrap it up, okay?
Okay, we must.
Continuing in my weird things from my collection, I have a Star Trek tea bag made in China. The back of it says, the property of the USS Enterprise. Well, that's it for today. Live long and prosper.
That was a great talk, man. Good job.
Ladies, listen here.
Oh, fuck.
When you've been with your man for a long time, every now and then you got to go in the back of that closet and fill out that freaky stuff. Get your freaky stuff on. You don't need him, he needs you. Remember that.
That's not bad advice, actually.
It's not. And I thought that was a nice relationship advice thing.
That is. Boundaries are sexy, and go into the back of your closet and get the freaky stuff out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Gene, it's been a long day for the two of us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. You flew out to Los Angeles today.
I did. I'm going to crash super hard after this.
Yeah, good.
But I'm going to keep going. I have my go-go juice here. I'm going to keep going. And
okay.
You hug those boys for me. Kiss those boys.
I will. And the reason we're apart today is Ellis's first day of kindergarten is coming up.
Yeah. I'm flying home.
You're going to be home for it.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. We're all here. It's going to be fun.
He's here. We're gay. Let's do it.
I'm here. I'm queer. I'm LGBTQIAAA.
Okay, Doma.
All right, Mapa. Mika Duka. Shaka Zulu.
Mappa, Dama, Nori, Pom Pom.
Pom Pom.
Yeah. Love you too. It was fun.
All right.
See you later,
I love
Gene.
you. Bye, James. Mwah. You're gorgeous.
You're precious.
Precious. Bye, mommy. This episode is brought to you by our partner, Whoop. Man, Tommy and I are big fans of Whoop. It's a great way to get in shape, especially because a lot of us have gained the quarantine 15. If you want to track your progress, give you insights into how recovered your body is from your workouts, how much stress you can take on during the day and in training. Whoop lets you know how well you sleep, which is the most fun thing ever, to see how long you're sleeping, how well you're sleeping. It's like having a personal trainer that lets you know what your body is ready to handle, how hard you can push, and how much sleep you need to recover. You can get all this great insight for less than $30 a month. It's amazing. Tom and I love our Whoop. We compare notes all the time. You can even add like a team so that you can see what your friends are up to. It's a great way to motivate each other. So for our listeners, if you've been thinking about giving Whoop a shot, there's no better time than today. For our listeners, you can save 15% off a Whoop with the code YourMom. Go to Whoop, WHOOP.com and use code YourMom at checkout to save yourself 15% off today. Know yourself with personalized recovery, strain, and sleep insights from Whoop. Man, I'll tell you what, if it's one thing I know about Texas, it is hot. It's hot everywhere else in the summertime, which is why you need Liquid IV. This house is stocked to the gills with Liquid IV. Everybody's drinking it. I even got my kids drinking it. We love it. It makes hydration simple, right? It's like drinking 3 glasses of water in one, and the flavors are amazing. They got passion fruit, which is my favorite, guava, watermelon, apple pie. Come on, there's no reason not to get super hydrated. It contains 5 essential vitamins, more vitamin C than an orange, and as much potassium as a banana. And it's healthier than sugary sports drinks. There's no artificial flavors or preservatives and less sugar than an apple. It is just that good. Grab your Liquid IV in bulk nationwide at Costco, or you can get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code MOM at checkout. That's 25% off anything you order when you get better hydration today using promo code MOM at liquidiv.com.
Do you like stickers? My next guest does. Welcome back. The great Kevin Christy. Thank you very much for coming back. I expected you to talk about, you told me right before we recorded, you have a sticker collection.
I do.
You have a sticker show.
I technically have a sticker show. I haven't made one in a while, but I have a sticker show where I talk about my skateboard sticker collection, and then I kind of talk about art.
Well, because you also, I assume you have like a watch collection. You know so much about watches.
I do. I don't have much of a collection anymore, but yeah, I do. Whenever I decide I like something, I kind of,
You go all in?
I try. I just like knowing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like to be able to bore anybody.
About, like, with details.
Yeah.
Because that's when you can really bore someone.
Really bog down a conversation with extraneous details and numbers.
Yeah, and getting into watches, I mean, you can really get into details.
It's a real vagina dryer. Let's be honest.
When you know the model numbers,
serial numbers,
yeah,
the difference in the bezels,
yeah,
talking about crown imprints, just really annoy the shit out of some poor bastard, who just bought a watch, just because he was like, that one's nice, it's blue there, and you're like, well, do you want to know why? And he's no, I don't at all. But you're already telling me.
Yeah, tell me why I like it.
Yeah, it's the worst.
I know. Well, I just I did a podcast with Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Wonderful.
Yeah,
I didn't know this, but he has like one of the best watch collections in the world.
Yeah,
and he was talking. We were talking about it, and he was just like, yeah, I don't talk about how many watches I have and where they're located. He's like, because they're spread out, and I've had 2 attempted heists.
The robberies that have been happening of watches in the last year have been brazen and violent.
Really?
Yeah, like on Melrose.
The one here where the Richard Mille one was like in broad daylight.
Well, it's a $500,000 watch.
But they were targeting this person.
Yeah, they were following him around for a while. But even on Melrose, there's like a...
Did they get it? I forget.
They caught the guy, yeah.
They caught the guy. Did they...
I think they got the watch back.
Oh.
Yeah.
And they caught the guy that did it?
Yeah, they caught the guy.
Will you look that up while we... it was a robbery in Beverly Hills.
Broad daylight at like a lunch place. They just rolled up on him with a gun.
Yeah. And they clearly had been following someone for a while. I wanted to know what happened with that story.
I believe they caught him. I mean, there's been a ton of watch robberies in the last 5 years because everyone now knows what it looks like, what these watches look like.
Yeah.
And that watch is worth the same cost as a condo.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, I told all my friends like, hey, stop wearing that shit in public.
Really?
Yeah, because especially there was a bunch of robberies on Melrose, and dudes weren't like, hey, give me your watch or I'll hit you. They just hit you in the head and then take the watch.
So here we go. 3 arrests. Can you make that text bigger for a second? 3 alleged gang members arrested in the armed robbery of the $500,000 watch while he was eating lunch at an outdoor restaurant. A woman, scroll a little bit. A woman was shot in the leg during the struggle.
Yeah.
3 suspects were arrested. They were members of the Rollin' OG Crips, a South Los Angeles street gang. I've heard of them.
Yep.
Looks like Malik, Kai, and Marquise each face up to 20 years. God damn. Police have not yet found the watch the men are accused of stealing. Yeah. It says the rose gold Richard Mille RM 1103 flyback chronograph, which is popular with celebrities.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
I wonder if we don't know if the person who the watch was taken from was a notable person, do we?
I don't know.
Oh, there's the watch.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful.
See, I don't like
watch.
that. As far as Richard Milles go, I don't like that one.
No?
I like the like plasticky colored ones, like the white ones and like the wacky colored ones.
I like the red, the one that really pops. But I mean, still, when you look at that,
yeah, that thing's a fucking mess. Who are we kidding? That's a mess.
That's a mess to you?
That's a mess.
That one.
Yeah.
What about the one that was next to it?
Almost all of those are a mess.
Okay.
You can't tell me what time it is.
But that's not why I'm buying that though.
If you're buying it as just a full-on flex,
who is not buying it as a fucking flex?
There are some pure watch nerds that are buying it to like flip it over and be like, "Look at this escapement valve." But most people are like, "This is a flex."
For sure.
And those watches, most of them looked like total shit.
I went into the the Richard Mille one.
Look, they're nice, but to me, that open face thing looks like you took the parts and threw them at the front.
Mm-hmm.
It's just unreadable. It doesn't. There's a lack of
but
beauty to them.
It sort of like a painting in a way? You know, like this is like a sculpture. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like a piece of art.
Yeah, you could make that case. You could make the case that it's a piece of art.
Yeah,
that's a messy ass piece of art.
It is.
That's a Jackson Pollock right there. Like, and most people are like, "What the fuck am I looking at?"
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
and then someone's like, "It's $500,000."
Yeah,
or in his case, that's $45 million for that painting.
Technologically, he's interesting. Like he does weird shit in the insides. That's why I found out about it first. But those, like, I like them. I guess the more calmer versions of them.
I went into because I'd only heard about these and seen them in photos, and I was in one of the Vegas casinos.
Oh yeah,
and they have a boutique, a store of his, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, I got to walk in here right away. They're like, "What are you doing here?"
Yeah, you walk in, they're like, "Hi." They give you that strong hello.
Like the security guys start to like move forward. And they're like, "What do you want?" I'm like, "To look at the watches." And they're like, "Okay, like this isn't a fucking a showcase." And you're like, "All right." And then I'm like looking around. I'm like, "What's this and what's that?" And they're telling me, like reluctantly telling me. And then she was like, "The entry level one's over here."
Did you take out your poster from your show?
No, of course not. No. I was like, I'll have you know. No,
you can entry level go fuck yourself.
But I was like, how much is the entry level one?
It's like 100?
Yeah, it was like 90.
Yeah.
And I was like, God damn.
That's the thing. If you don't have, to me, if you're spending $100,000 on a watch, you better have like 20 million in the bank after taxes.
Yeah.
To where you're like, look, I've kind of got like, at this point, you've bought everything. It's getting kind of boring.
Yeah. You're like, I need something to make my heart just skip a beat.
I want to be scared in public.
Yeah. I want to feel that dopamine drip. I want to get that call from my business manager when he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
You're like, "Hey, dude, what the fuck? Are you in Vegas right now?" You're like, "Yeah, what's the watch?"
Like, says something's for $100,000. What'd you buy?
Isn't that the worst?
I got a watch, man.
You get rich enough to do that shit, and there's still somebody being like, "Fucking Tom," and you're like, "Fuck you, man."
Yeah, fuck you, dude. You know how many shows I just did?
Yeah. I talked for 3 hours in a whole weekend.
I am exhausted. All right?
The ramp to the stage is 60 feet.
Yeah, and I need to time it out. So I bought a watch.
Yeah, watch how many bottles of water I drank during the show. 3 bottles I crushed.
You're like, this is not real work. Yeah, it is. Okay, I'm very tired.
I love watching my friends get wacky rich off jokes. It is the fucking funniest. It makes me, it does a thing to my heart that makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Because because then
seen any comedian pop, right? You're like,
dude, this is so great.
Yeah.
And also it puts them in the wealthy ones. You're one of them now, in these circles with people where they're like, "What did you do?" Yeah. And they're like, "Well, I sat behind this desk staring at a screen of numbers for 25 years. I'm on my 4th divorce.
Yeah.
And I'm like inches from a heart attack. You're like, that's cool. I've been talking about my beehole for close to 7 years.
Yeah, it's about a second home, man, just for fun, you know?
Yeah, so like, Sea-Doo, just like a dickhead.
Yeah.
It must be infuriating.
I know. I think yes, because I met some people where I live now who were like, I'm a hedge fund guy.
Yeah.
I'm a commercial real estate guy. And they're like, I was like, yeah, dicks and farts.
I kind of walk around and then I see stuff and I'm like, isn't that stupid? And people are like, dude, here's all my money. Oh, they deserve it. They deserve to feel that.
Well, here's a part of it that people don't realize, I think, that are not in comedy. Our goal wasn't like, oh, you have to reach a certain, like, a level of success. It was that we all just didn't want to have regular jobs.
Yeah, my goal was not to get this rich. It was just to not be you.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's the best way to put it. And it's like, because we all had regular jobs and we were like, I am not cut out. Like every comedian started because they're like, I don't want to do this office thing.
Yeah.
Where like somebody is like barking orders at me and, you're asking for permission to like step outside. Like, I don't want to do that.
The last job, the job that really made me like want to be a creative person, I had a job on an assembly line in Sacramento.
You did?
Yeah, I was not like, don't picture like a car assembly line. It was like computer parts.
Okay.
But I did have to stand the same place like 9 hours a day and just assemble these things that you plugged into your VCR, that then you plugged into your TV that allowed you to pull a still frame. That was it.
This is before you did stand up?
Yeah, this is 1995.
Okay.
And it was called the Snappy or something. It was like, you can pull a still frame from your TV. Like, that was it. It was a very rudimentary piece of technology.
And what would somebody want the still frame for?
Probably to jerk off to. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It was just like a new technology type thing.
Yeah.
And so and I remember for 3 months I had that job because my friend was like, hey, because it was like a computer graphics company.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, you can come up here and do art stuff. And I was like, rad. And I showed up. He's like, yeah, you work on the assembly line. I was like, that's less rad. Wow. Like 2 of the guys on the line had ankle bracelets. Like the fucking crew.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's Sacramento. And
Sacktown really, people who, I think once you live in California, you find out. But I think outside, I don't know how many people know that like shit really pops off in Sacramento.
That part of California can ruckus.
Yeah,
like
it really can.
It really can ruckus up there. Like
that whole NorCal region.
They're not fucking around.
Nope.
You keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah.
Like you're leaving the San Jose Improv. Like they give you a security guard to walk you back to the hotel sometimes.
Absolutely. I remember too being like, oh, San Jose, California. Like, didn't know anything. It's my first time, and they're like telling me how to get there, and they're like, "What's your plan for coming back?" And I was like,
"Walking. It's 2.5 blocks."
Yeah, what are you talking about? And they're like, "You don't want to go this way."
Well, you also picture like the Capitol, and you hear pop, 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 pop. Yeah. And so like I worked there for 3 months, and I just remember being like, "Oh, I'm going to college. I'm going to go to art school. This is not
for me.
I can't do this. I can't do this." So I remember there was a kid on the line. He was like into video games. He goes, "Yeah, man, I'd be cool with doing this the rest of my life."
Why?
Yeah, I know. Sacramento.
Why?
I don't know. And he was such a good-looking dude. I was like, you could do so many other things.
Yeah.
Be a prostitute, like do stuff.
Yeah.
He was beautiful.
Yeah. There's sometimes it's nice to hear another man tell a man you could be a prostitute. You know?
Like, hey, I don't know if you know this.
Yeah.
But you have got the goods.
You could be a hoe.
Get out there.
Yeah. Hoe it up, dog.
And like that, if with his looks, high paid.
Yeah.
I'm going to jail.
I mean, sex work should be legal.
I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
I just sent the Ohio Department of Unemployment a bunch of pussy pics. You want to know who I am? Why don't you come visit me in person? I'm not no fucking bot. I'm a real fucking human being.
Wow.
Here I am. Why don't you inspect this pussy?
Sure.
Yeah.
Hairline plays such an important part of and how your life goes. Do you know what I mean? Like that, it was just too low. It's been too low her whole life.
Her whole life, yeah.
To where she couldn't really do anything with it. There weren't enough available hairstyles to her.
And then you think that informed
She
so many.
never felt that great.
Yeah.
And so she never felt good enough about herself. She never felt like she was destined for anything. So she kind of lowered all her standards.
Yep.
Because every day she woke up and was like, "You're a Monchiji. What's going on?"
And that's why she started smoking, which we don't have to see her do it. We know she smokes a lot.
She eats cigarettes.
Yeah.
Like chops them up, snorts them. Yeah, it's like
the
that's seasoning.
snacks.
Yeah, just unravels them.
The way people eat potato chips. She's
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
eat
That's like the
cigarettes.
tiniest thing can derail your entire existence. I think about it all the time. Let alone, I mean, that wart also is not like, but I think that's an easy fix probably at some point. But you're
Laser
like,
that
why?
off? Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck for?
She's like, are you going to pull my hairline back when you do that?
Yeah,
Or
like
no?
at this point, she's like, why do that? Like, you're fixing the doorknobs on a burning garage.
And I don't even know if those are her eyebrows or if
Like, look,
those are-
the eyebrows, the hairline would tell you that the eyebrows should be way denser than that. Like, she should have my eyebrows.
And they should be lower.
Way lower. Or maybe they touch. Like, let's be honest, on the left there,
Yeah.
you're coming pretty close.
Yeah.
And
she's sending pussy pics now, which is something she never planned on doing at this age.
No, which may look. There's so many doors in life that open at different times.
Oh,
yeah.
Man. What a wonderful woman.
Is she a recurring? Is she got a recurring role?
She's brand new to us.
The internet is the internet really has brought us.
Yeah, this was a new guy today. We were all real excited about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for me a white girl with a fat ass.
Yeah.
Serious replies only.
Serious replies only.
Yeah.
I think they know how to work it.
They need to know how to work it.
Yeah, I mean, the worst would be if they wait. Are we seeing which direction both his eyes are going? He's really looking for what he's looking for. He's got two monitors. He's got two monitors. He's like one of those hedge fund guys where there's just so many screens. He's on multiple dating apps right now. He's like, I'm not missing her. I'm not going to miss her. I'm going to find her.
The fucking audacity of like the confidence and the balls of this guy to lay down and and then request serious replies only.
You don't need to see my mouth.
Nope.
Why?
I'm going to lay down and do this.
You don't need to know I have teeth. You can tell from his voice he does.
He has teeth.
Yeah, you can tell he would sound different.
And he also demands that you need to know how to work it.
Yeah, but I mean, he's got a decent head of hair. I like what he's doing there. I like that he doesn't dye it. You know
I
what
like
mean?
that too.
I hate dyed hair on men.
It's really weird.
Like the Sharpie.
Yeah.
It's so.
The Seagal.
Look.
Still, he's got, how old is he now? Just how old is Steven Seagal?
He's in his early thousands.
He's got to be. And it's jet black.
Mark Harmon.
He's 69, dude.
Mark Harmon told me a story. I was working on NCIS. No big deal. And Mark Harmon told me a story about Steven Seagal where he met him at like the Paramount lot before his first movie came out. But Mark Harmon had seen the movie because the director wanted to work with Mark Harmon. It's like, here's this movie I just finished. Check it out. See if you want to work with me.
Before Seagal's first movie came out?
Yeah. So the movie wasn't out yet, but it was like going to be Seagal's first starring thing. And so Mark Harmon sees him at Paramount, goes up and goes, "Hey man, I saw your movie. You're really good. You got something there. But just one thing, don't let anyone ever film you running ever again. You have a really weird run." And Harmon goes, "I go into the commissary. I eat for 20 minutes. I come back out. He's still standing there staring at me." It's like, how fucking dare you?
Yeah, I mean, Steven Seagal running is like one of the best YouTube clips. It's such a.
I mean,
there's compilations of it.
Have you heard that old Stallone story
about Seagal?
Yeah, about.
Okay. Here it is.
Why are his arms doing that? You're talking about arms, highly trained arms. Why are his highly trained arms doing that?
I mean, it looks like he's gonna cup.
He looks like an inflatable car place guy.
He looks like he's learning how to run.
I think he looks like it's like that episode of Friends where Phoebe runs like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a joke run.
It's a joke run. What, dude? Look at those little arms.
Why are they flailing?
What's wrong? All his power is in his legs. That's what we just learned.
Also, for somebody that like has such an ego, you would assume that he would see that and be like, "I look fucking weird running."
Well, there's the Stallone story is that he goes up to Sylvester Stallone and goes, "I just read the most amazing, powerful
Rob Schneider
script."
He did it to Rob Schneider too.
Really?
Yeah, Rob Schneider told that story the week that he told that story from when Steven Seagal hosted SNL. and is widely regarded as the worst host ever, and told the story you're going to say. So maybe he told it to both.
Yeah, he goes, the most amazing, powerful, well-written script I've ever read in my life. And Sly goes, who wrote it? And he goes, I did.
Yeah. It's amazing.
You think he was worse than Nancy Kerrigan?
I don't know. They said, I read a thing that said, who were
like an asshole.
They asked who were like, they go, the worst people we've ever had host, as a, just, you know, showing up, going over the rough ideas, the pitches that they have.
Yeah.
And then throughout the week, they said, Seagal, anything that like poked fun at him, he was like, no. Because host can kill sketches. And he was like, nope. And then I heard that Paris Hilton, they said, was terrible.
Really?
Terrible. I don't know if it was the same reason, but they said she was terrible. And I know there's one other. That
I watched her cooking show the other day.
How was it?
It was pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's her and whoever's making it figured out exactly what to do with it.
Okay.
Like it's efficient. It doesn't try to do
Is there
too
a
much.
hook to it? Is it
It's just that she can't really cook, so she's kind of figuring it out as she goes along.
Okay.
And she has the thing I'll say about her that I think is either smart or just the way she is she says very little.
Mm-hmm.
Like she waits and waits and waits and then just hits you with a very short phrase. She doesn't like just talk and talk and talk and talk. So she'll be like, we're going to make chicken. And then she won't say anything for a while. And the other person in there with her will just be like, blah, 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 and she's like, good idea.
She's sort of the anti-Bert Kreischer, if you will.
Yes. Yeah. I listened to Two Bears, so I understand. Two Bears yells at me.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, to be fair, I love it. It's one of the only podcasts I listen to.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, man.
There is an authenticity to you guys.
We have a genuine, I think, love for each other, you know?
You genuinely love pulling him into saying something really stupid.
That is true.
Where he's like, how about this? You're like, keep going. You're like, no, expand.
Have you seen that our fans got a hold of his IMDb page?
No.
For his movie coming out?
Great.
Let's see. It's in here as, what is it? The Machine? Yeah. And they have been, if you look here, they put all this fake trivia up on the page for the movie. During filming, Bert Kreischer refused to shower. Instead, he insisted that swimming in a pool every day would keep him clean, because he does shower in the pool.
I know.
He pool showers. Due to Bryce Kreischer's inability to keep his address from becoming public, it is said the production was forced shut down twice while Brandt and his mattress found new arrangements.
You know what I like? Bert is his fans.
Yeah.
Him and his fans are the same.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, you're the best. And he's like, I am. I was just thinking that. You know what I mean? Where like, I feel like your fans are like, you're the best. And you're like, you're kind of a moron. But Bert's like, I had the best idea. And they're like, you did. And he's like, I knew it.
He gets so excited. Here's the thing. I've never met somebody who gets so excited by every one of their own ideas.
And he's like, it is an
like,
open door policy.
Yeah. Like, you're like, well, he's like, we should make cheeseburgers and put chocolate on them. And you're like, what? And he's like, isn't that the best idea? Like, any idea he has, he's like, that was the best idea ever.
He is going to enjoy every day of his life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which is great.
He's going to party every day in some way or another.
Every day. And as someone else has pointed out, multiple people now that have hung out or toured with him, they're all amazed. They're like, he really does party that hard, and he really is ready to go the next morning. Like,
I wonder if has he ever done 23andMe?
That's a good question.
I wonder if he's built from like some weird like Viking, those people that you can just do anything to their bodies and they just, like people in Romania that live to be 160 or some bullshit, and they're like, I drink whiskey and bacon, and it's like fine.
Yeah.
I bet he's descended from those type of people.
He might be.
I mean, you saw his serve. It doesn't make
any sense.
But
also, I started to pay attention more even after that, after his serve in the tennis game, that his hand-eye coordination really is high level. Like,
he is athletic. He's like Jeff Richards. Jeff
is like that?
He has an arm like a cannon.
Yeah, Bert can hit a golf ball beautifully.
Yeah.
Baseball.
Yeah.
I bet if, and I don't even know if he has any experience in this, but I saw him shoot a bow and arrow. He did that on the Go Big show, and then he hit a bullseye, and they were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I bet he could throw darts. Like,
probably.
I bet he could throw them very accurately.
Yeah. That's probably why he didn't like become an athlete, because it was sort of boring.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, I know, it's fun.
Well,
I'm good
also
at
to
it.
take like he probably had such a good baseline.
Yeah, you get to above average
They're
without
like,
trying.
now you gotta like wake up early,
Yeah.
and train all day. And he was like, "Fuck this."
When I was on the tennis team, we had like a party after the season where we got consistently the shit beat out of us, you know, and we were playing basketball. And for whatever reason, I had an okay shot from around the free throw line. And I hit it like a few times in a row. And our team was such a low priority that the JV basketball coach was the tennis coach. And he was like, hey, man, you should try out for the basketball team. And I was like, no. So you fuckers show up to school at like 6 a.m.
Yeah, no.
And everyone's naked with each other after practice. I'm good, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not, high school is already torture. I'm not adding like public nudity to it. Like, what are you fucking talking about?
Fuck that.
Also, you're weird.
Yeah.
For asking me this, and you're weird in general. High school coaches are weird. Why? I don't know why we're not pretending that's not weird.
Some of them really are. Some of them are super strange.
50% of them.
Although I remember when I got to the high school I transferred to in Florida after the football season. So I played freshman football in Wisconsin, and then I moved to Florida. And the coach had just retired, but he stayed on for a year as athletic director. You know, they do that in high schools. And he was, according to everybody, they're like, he's a real psycho.
Yeah.
And one of the things he liked to do was he would take one of the studs on the varsity team.
Fuck him.
Fuck them. He would line them up with like a freshman and be like, run at each other like 20 yards apart.
This is what
and he would just see the kid get knocked out. And he'd be like, don't be a pussy. And they're like, you're going to fucking kill one of these kids.
Yeah.
And he enjoyed it. I met two of the kids that he did it to, and he was like, these kids were freshmen. They're like, yeah, he made me run at that dude who's a senior. And the guy just fucking blew me up, man. And
when I was like 10, I got on a little league team that was like, I guess, a good little league team.
Yeah.
And the coach at like the Meet the Parents thing handed out pamphlets that said the name of the team, The Making of a Dynasty. And even at 10, I was like, you're a fucking moron. Like, what are you talking about? He's like, we're the winningest team in Glendale history. I was like, who gives a shit?
This is Little League.
Yeah, I remember distinctly being 11, and we were playing to go to the league championship, and we lost. And a bunch of the kids on the team were crying, and I was like, what the fuck do you give a shit about this for?
You're fucking crying about
I'm like,
this
is so lame.
You know what I actually do remember is that in fifth grade, I played center, and we had a quarterback. I'm sorry.
Football. I thought you meant
football.
basketball.
No. In football, we had a quarterback who was like outrageously athletic,
Yeah.
especially for a 10, 11-year-old. And we fucked people up. And his dad was the coach. So it was like the dad's the coach and his son's the quarterback. And he would devise like plays that you just didn't see. I mean, maybe now, but like they're talking, you know, this is like 1989 or 90.
Doing an Apache button hook. You're like, what?
He was doing flea flickers and like shotgun formation.
What an asshole.
And we were dropping like 50, 60 points on teams
Yeah.
to the point where after the game, other coaches wouldn't shake our coach's hand. And he was just like a madman. All these years later, I played with that kid for 2 years. And sometimes when you leave someone like that, you're like, I wonder, because that kid, he seemed like such a good athlete and player, but we're 10, 11 years old.
Yeah.
Dude, like a year ago, he hits me up on Facebook. And I was like, nah, like you're, and I was like, man, and I found out he got a full ride,
right,
D1, but had personal problems.
Sure.
But he actually was legit, like a fucking stud athlete. And you could tell when we were 10, 11, you're like, this kid is, I mean, he was throwing fucking 40-yard bombs.
There was
like
some
10-year-old.
good athletes around my town, but the kid of the Little League coach was a really nice kid who was really uncoordinated. And his dad was kind of uncoordinated, but he was going to force his poor son to be a good athlete. He did not become a good athlete. He became a drug dealer.
Yeah. Yeah, this
his dad owned a Montessori school, and his son became a fucking like coke dealer.
This kid became a drug addict.
Yeah, just like ruined him. There was like the best kid on our Little League team was my best friend, and I remember telling my dad like he's gonna go to the majors. My dad was like, no, he's not. He's too small. He's too short to play second base. Like he was like, none of you are any good.
Yeah.
It's like, and he's like, I'm not. He's like, this is not. You're not seeing professional grade anything.
The best, like the best athletes who make it have to want it more than dad.
Although there was a guy on my Little League team that went to the majors, Jim Parquet.
Really?
Left-hander, started at the time the biggest brawl in MLB history.
Started the biggest brawl?
Yeah. It went on for minutes. He was playing for the White Sox.
What started it? Like
I think he just pegged, it was like one guy got pegged, the other guy got pegged.
There you go.
Yeah. He had a glass eye.
This guy right here. Oh, really?
That's what my dad told me. My dad was his elementary school teacher. That's Jim Parquet. He was a good dude, really smart, got great grades.
I feel like being a pro baseball player is like you definitely win at life. Like these fucking guys, first of all, like 90% of them, nobody knows who it is. Everyone's like, I don't know who the fuck that guy is.
Yeah.
You know? They have like no one knows unless you're die hard into Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
They make these crazy salaries that are guaranteed.
Yeah.
They play into their 40s if they're really good.
A left-handed pitcher?
Dude.
God forbid you have a knuckleball.
Oh my God. And then and then at the end of it, they're like, I don't know. I
got a car dealership.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played baseball. You know that thing you used to play as a kid? I played it professionally for 20 years.
And they like, everyone wants to talk to him.
Yeah.
Like for some reason, I'm not like friends with him, but I've hung out with Nick Swisher, who's the happiest person I've ever met in my entire life. Like I kind of know his wife. And I was like, my friend he asked him, is he like that all the time? She was like, oh yeah. From the minute he wakes up.
Just happy. He looks happy right there.
Dude, he's the funnest. Like, you know me, I don't love fun that much. Like, I'm not like looking for a good time. That guy, I would hang out with that guy at any point if he was like, Kevin. Like, I met him once for like 30 minutes, and then I saw him again at the All-Star game in Cleveland, and he remembered me. He was like, holy shit, dude. Like, so fired up. And like got us into like we were watching the home run derby and shit. Like he's the best person of all time.
I've had a couple baseball guys come to games multiple times, and every time I'm like, I don't watch any baseball. And they're the nicest guys.
Yeah,
they've come to shows multiple times. One time I did a show, and these people were like, can they meet you after? I was like, all right. And then when we met, they go, you're from Cincinnati? I go, yeah. They go, he played for the Reds. I go, yeah, I never watched it. And they're like,
you met Chris Sabo and had no idea.
I remember that name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only know those names from like baseball cards.
That's from when they were good.
Okay.
Right? I think Sabo was like the era of them actually getting to the World Series.
For a while, me and my friend were obsessed with like who's the most boring dude who's also a professional baseball player.
Chris Sabo?
Chris Sabo's up there. Robin Yount. Like Saberhagen, just like they were the most normal looking white dude ever.
Yeah,
like like that's what their cards look like. They're like picture time. They're just like
just stare at that thing.
Yeah.
What is that? Like it's a camera.
It's a camera. Oh yeah. My dad has one of those. Like, oh, okay. A bad baseball card. Like I'm obsessed with that. That's the one they used. Like it's the best thing.
Oh my God.
Stonks, memes, rocket ships, day trading can be a lot of fun. But if you want to grow your long-term wealth and make it to the moon, you should open up a Wealthfront investment account today. Wealthfront can create a portfolio of globally diversified, low-cost index funds personalized just for you in minutes. No manual trades, no picking stocks, no watching the stock market every day. They automatically handle all the investing based on preferences you control. Wealthfront is trusted with over $20 billion of assets, and you can get your first $5,000 managed for free by going to wealthfront.com/YMH. All you need is $500 to get started. Grow your wealth the easy way and let Wealthfront do the work for you. To get your first $5,000 managed for free for life, go to wealthfront.com/YMH. That's wealthfront.com/YMH to start growing your savings. Go to wealthfront.com/YMH and get started today.
This episode of Your Mom's House is brought to you by Hims. 66% of men start to lose their hair by age 35. I'm wearing this hat for a reason, you guys. I'm mortified that I didn't have Hims when I was your age. It's too late. If you see it going, you got to act. And where do you go? You go to forhims.com, the one-stop shop for hair loss, skincare, and sexual wellness for men. It's time to write a new chapter, one in which you have hair. These are not snake oil pills or gas station supplements, prescription solutions backed by science. You don't have to go to a doctor's office to get going on this. You have an online consultation. You answer a few quick questions. If they determine it's right for you, you can get medications prescribed to treat hair loss that is shipped directly to your door. Today, Hims is giving you their best offer yet. If you're not happy with your results, after 90 days, Hims will give you a full refund. Right now, our listeners can get their first visit absolutely free. Go to 4hims.com/mom. That's 4hims.com/mom. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Remember, that's 4hims.com/mom. I have not watched this in its entirety, but I'm excited to show it to you.
Mm-hmm.
This is real.
Okay.
This is passengers deplaning.
Great.
And as they're deplaning, a pilot decides to share his story.
Oh, fuck.
I was raped or molested as a young boy. It does not matter whether it was, you can go ahead and go if you need to. It does not matter whether it was a family member or friend or stranger. It happened, and I was left to deal with it alone. Though I was raised by Christians in the church, I never felt like I could share that with anyone. I screamed to God every night that he would take away my sins and thoughts and resulting homosexual tendencies. My life kept spiraling out of control. I became a sexual addict and turned to pornography. I got married to a woman almost 5 years ago. I could not tell her about my pain and struggle with homosexuality, even though I was in love with her. Just over 1 year into our marriage, I began to give in to the pressure of being gay. I asked other gay crew members questions about their lifestyle and what led them to becoming gay. Pretty soon, I was taking part in that lifestyle. I had sex with men and would come home from work trips and pretend that nothing happened.
Here's two things. A, I want that flight to be to Salt Lake City or from it so bad. Salt Lake City, or please let it be in the South, like Mobile.
Oh yeah,
probably a connector.
Regional plane,
Regional plane.
Yeah.
Also, how great is the safety design thing? It's just, it never gets old to me.
I know.
I think Radiohead immediately. Like, it's so cool looking.
Yeah,
Whoever did the first one fucking nailed that shit.
Yeah, they really did.
But I mean, do you think that was his last day at work? And he's like, guess what?
It feels like it can't be your first day at work,
Well, it could be both.
Yeah, it could.
Could be both.
Also, like, what if this was like, as you're boarding, you'd be like, hey man, can I get my bag off real quick?
Yeah. I am 100% for this in every way, shape, or form.
I know. Fuck.
It seems like he wrote it out.
I want to share the love of Christ with you.
Then it goes there.
If you feel uncomfortable, that's fine, but I will talk to you in the gay area. Thank you so much.
Look, he didn't bomb.
Thank you, but is there a lawyer in here? No, like, seriously. If I'm in my next flight, I'm suing your ass off, okay? Fuck you with your story, okay? Like, fuck you. You don't really give a shit about your life, bro.
Is there a lawyer in here?
Somebody was like,
is there a lawyer in here? This is my next flight. I'm suing your ass.
I don't want to hear about your lifestyle, bro.
I was an active Christian from the time I was like 15 to 17, and the fucking damage that shit does to people is such a bummer.
Yeah,
it is. It is such a bummer,
especially when you really drill it into an adolescent mind.
Yeah,
like it's different.
I feel for that dude.
Yeah,
that like what the like still being like, I want to share Christ's love with you, when his followers are like, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
Like, fuck your story. Come to my church, I'll bring a gun. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck you and your fucking pink cross. Like, they're so pissed at him. They hate him so much.
They're so mad.
I mean, that's why I bounced, essentially. I was, like, when I turned 18, I stopped having to go from, like, I went from, you go from youth group to, like, adult regular. Like, and that's when, I didn't realize I was going to the fucking Footloose church. And I was like, oh, I got to get the fuck out of here.
Now, was it a slow progression into feeling like that? Because, like, for me, I was raised with pretty Catholic parents, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, it was, expected.
Sure.
And it was a blanket thing of, like, you go to church, you go to Sunday school, you pray before meals when you leave the house. Like, prayer. As we got older, when you come home to visit from college, you go to church on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then my parents would be like, are you going to church? And I was like, yeah, of course. And then as I got a little bit older, they would voice their disappointment that you're not into it.
Yeah.
Now it's fully accepted. They're like, oh, these kids are not.
No, my parents didn't try to get me religious. I think I got into it because, like I said, as you know, I'm not a huge fan of fun.
Yeah.
And in high school, my high school was so, like, drug and alcoholic heavy.
Yeah.
And I wasn't like hooking up with chicks or anything. So I was like, I think I needed an excuse. So I was like, I'll become a Christian, and then no one can like give me a hard time.
Yeah.
Like I was pretty scared of life. So I was just like, this is a way to stay away from it. I'll go to youth group at 3 nights a week or whatever, and church on Sundays, and everyone there's nice. That's what sucks you in, is everyone's really nice, and they're so stoked to get you there because they're like, sweet, more money or whatever, like the room's fuller. And so everyone's like super friendly, and you're like, oh, this is great. No one's like bullying me or being a dick. And so I just like hung in there, but like I wasn't like a homophobic teen at all, because like my art mentor was a gay dude who I worshipped. He was like my art hero. So when they started saying that shit, they're like, they're evil. And I was like, no, they're not. They're like super cool dudes who teach you how to draw and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you guys are fucking out to lunch on this. Like they already lost. The great thing about being into art is it gets rid of homophobia really early, because there's so many great gay artists.
Sure.
That it kills it. You're like, this is bullshit. Like when you start to hear this stuff, you're like, you guys are morons.
You're studying Shadow, and you're
all the greats.
Have you
Mapplethorpe?
Have you heard from Shadow at all?
No. But some people were like, hey man, I went to PCC. I remember him, and I'm like, how could you not?
Yeah,
you can't.
For those that don't recall, Shadow was a
male figure drawing model at my art school who was born luckier than most.
Blessed.
Even I think it crosses from blessed over to like a sexual athlete, really.
Yeah.
Which is how you really categorize it.
With quite a piece on him.
It was, it's a shame that that social media wasn't what it was at the time, because I think he could have made a real killing. Like he would have been like an OnlyFans legend, kind of.
Like we're talking like a thigh slapper here.
I mean,
girthy.
All of it.
Yeah.
Pringles can.
Wow.
Full Pringles can.
Do you ever see it fill up with blood?
No, it moved. I saw it move.
You did see it move.
Yeah, I saw it. Well, sometimes models fall asleep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do they start snoring sometimes?
Yeah. If it's a long pose, it falls.
That would have been me for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's hard. If it's a long pose, you can't get in like a weird position because it will be very painful.
Yeah.
So a lot of them pick a laying down pose for like the long one, the 45-minute or whatever, and so they just fall asleep. And they do snore. The older ones especially snore.
Do you guys start laughing?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. Bunch of awkward kids like. No one gives a shit about your life, bro.
No one gives a shit about your life.
See,
bro.
that is true. That is true. I mean, I give a shit about it.
Yeah, you did. You cared right away.
Yeah.
I just want to let all y'all know out there, watch for wasps, because they'll sting you, and then you look like me.
Watch for wasps, call the ambulance.
But it's hot today, so make sure you drink water.
It's just another thing.
Have a good one.
Two bits of information.
Fucking Jesus.
There's a car seat behind him.
Did they get his eyes too? That I'm just saying that wasp poison is working its way through his whole face. Like, have you ever had an operation on your head?
Head, no.
I've had plastic surgery a couple times.
Have you really?
Yeah. For like, I get skin cancer, so like there was like a giant hole here and like here, so they have to go to a plastic surgeon to piece it together so the scar's not fucked up. And the last one, he put so much Novocaine in my face because I kept being able to feel it. He goes, just so you know, you're gonna swell up like fucking crazy. Like, I mean, I looked so much worse than him. Like my entire face was a disaster. I couldn't.
How long?
It's like 3 days. Like I had to go to the market at one point. And I had to hold my eyes open with my finger like that. I had sunglasses on and a hat, and I'm literally like in the aisle trying to buy like oat milk or something. I'm like, yeah, that says out. Like it was brutal.
They must think this is a crazy person.
Yeah, I looked. I mean, there's a woman at my market that takes an umbrella inside. Like there's it's Silver Lake.
Yeah.
So there's some stuff. But yeah, I had to open my eyes with my hand. I shouldn't have driven there, to be honest.
Last time you were here, did I show you Horrible or Hilarious?
Mm-mm.
So I have some new ones.
Mm-hmm.
These are videos where you essentially tell us, is this
right
horrific or is it actually funny?
Sure.
So they usually are right on the line.
Right, yeah.
So let's get your vote on this.
That's great.
You all right?
You all right?
Yeah.
Yep.
The latter.
I'm good.
Did she ask him if he just fell down?
Yeah. I'm good. He was out for a second. He was definitely out.
I think he's still out.
Yeah, he was like, he goes, I'm all right.
Here's
I'm good.
look.
Isn't that great what like humiliation does to you?
Letters
I'm
of
good.
yeah. Why wouldn't you just take the L and be like, babe?
I fell off the fucking roof.
I don't know what I did, but I'm in shock.
Yeah, I was unconscious on the floor a moment ago.
Yeah, like because in 10 minutes she's gonna be like, I asked you if you're okay, and he's like, when did you ask me that? Because his face broke his fall. He's out.
You
Out.
You all right?
How did he hear this?
You really just fall down there? You good?
Oh, she thought he was fucking with her.
You all right? I'm good.
Well, you know what? This is the karma of a prankster. Is what we're saying. Did you really just fall down there?
Yeah.
He's constantly like, hey babe, can you want to check this out? And he's like, fake bullet hole.
Fake blood and everything. Yeah.
They're not together anymore. No. That's a decent biff. Come on, bro.
You got it, bro. Oh, there's a whole bunch of people here.
Ghost ride it.
Pretty cool.
Really? I mean, pretty cool.
This is pretty advanced stuff here.
Yeah. This is definitely cool.
Oh. Jeez. Chilling. So far, so good.
Chilling. Oh, sorry. Hey, buddy, my friends are coming.
Fire.
The person hitting on the back of the truck is telling me it's hilarious.
Yeah.
What I learned from that person is they've hated that guy. They've hated that guy for years.
Kenny finally fell.
You're like, hey, Chris is a dickhead. He always goes in front just because he can do that butt thing. Thinks he's better than all of us.
Yeah,
it's been years.
He got greedy, is what he did.
That's hubris.
Yeah,
hubris will always. You're eventually you're gonna get it.
You're gonna get it.
Also, those bikes are just there's too much engine for the amount of weight we're dealing with.
You should be able to do that. Some fire,
dude. Yeah, I mean, the first bike probably opened up the gas tank as well as most of his body, and then the truck's just like, oh, we're barbecuing right now.
So we're 2 for 2. Hilarious.
Look, I mean,
here's the third one. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. What are you seeing here? Flip.
Look. Gymnastics like ice skating, the criteria for achievement is just too thin.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
What do we... Dude. Her shins are under her kneecaps.
Fuck.
What do we think broke? That's not just ankle. That's... I don't even...
I said this to Nadav, and he wrote back, you just sent me a day ruiner.
Well, because it's not like you get no greed from her. She's doing this for her country. Do you know what I mean?
Oh.
This is essentially what we see, right? That's the nasty byproduct of nationalism.
Yeah. And it's our first horrible.
Oof.
It wasn't funny.
I mean, let's be honest. The rehab from that injury is 2 years.
It's a while. Yeah. It's the double whammy is that's both legs.
I got too turned up watching men's gymnastics, and I was like,
you got all bricked up?
I can do a fucking round off.
Oh, okay.
And my girlfriend was like, don't do this.
Don't do this.
And I did it. I went to the ground so fast. Like, I've never pulled a hamstring, but you hear about it.
Yeah.
And I instantly go to the ground, and I'm just like, this is serious. And then when I get up, I go to stretch my leg, and it sounds like someone wringing a towel.
Yeah.
Just like... A noise I've never heard, and I'm just now like kind of back to walking normally.
Really?
Yeah, I have a video of it. You can't, you can see it, but you're not putting it on your fucking show.
Okay.
But I'm laughing so hard because I know, there'll be no sympathy because she was like, "Don't do this dumb shit," and I was like, "I got this," and then I sent it to my friend that used to do gymnastics. I go, I tried to do a round off. He goes, that's not a round off or even close to a round off. All you did was pull your hamstring.
That's it.
Yeah.
So it really fucked you up.
Oh, dude, for real. Like I just sat on an ice pack for like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Oh, he's asking me to change the frame.
No, leave it. You don't like the new merch?
I hate this so much.
He hates leg injuries.
Their leg injuries are bad. Leg injuries are a particular kind of bad, I think.
Yeah.
Because it's bigger. It's a bigger part of your body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, it definitely sucks. I mean,
are you ever gonna play basketball again? Or are you traumatized?
I would play basketball.
Okay.
Yeah, but I would do it after they, obviously.
Yeah.
Not like when I think I should. I would do it after a doctor was like, you can play basketball.
Right.
My doctor, not a doctor.
If I was your doctor, I would say you can never play basketball.
He was just like, he goes, "Oh, you'll definitely play," and I was like, "Really?" And I go, "Will I play like with the same capacity that I used to?" And he was like, I don't know.
Also, what capacity are you really talking about?
Fucking amazing.
No, yeah, clearly.
That was just a bad fucking fall.
Yeah, it was. The way your leg just snapped with no one touching it is a clear indication of strong athleticism. And maintenance. Good maintenance is the key.
I think the bad thing I did was I didn't jump for like a decade, and then I went to jump.
I feel the same way about me doing a round off. Like I think the last time I did when I was probably 18. So we're going at 30 years between attempts.
His arm locked up under him there. Looked like Tom Segura trying to dunk a basketball.
This was fucking Pat McAfee.
This is what I'm saying. Like, I love that and also hate it because I'm like, hey, Pat, you don't know Tom. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, I know Pat.
Okay.
I know Pat. Pat's. Thanks for protecting me, Kev.
Well, I'm just
That's
like.
very nice of you.
These people, they show up so late in the game. And they're
No,
like, it's my buddy. We went and got steaks. And I'm like, give me a break.
Give me a break. No, Pat's a good guy. I like Pat a lot, actually. Very
Okay.
funny. Very funny. I did his show way back when I got originally injured, and it was a good time. They were good.
This is what the one I will say, the one byproduct of having your friends get like rich and famous is you realize you're just not ever going to see them again because they're like your list of like hangout possibilities has now gotten so weird.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, I could go call Kevin and talk about stickers, or Kweli wants to kick it.
Yeah.
It's like he told
me I could listen to the new Black Star album that has.
I'm gonna lose that battle and like I should.
Yeah. Well.
No. Let's.
Man.
Hey, man. Look, you don't have to like blue collar
Bro,
your preferences
I
all of
like
a sudden.
Stickers.
No, you don't. I would know. You'd be a part of my Facebook group. You're not. I would. You don't think if I saw your name, I'd be like, dude.
Yeah, you would.
If you're into art, we are fucking moving in together.
Yeah. I do like art. I do
Okay.
like art. I mean, I don't have your level of knowledge, obviously, about it. But
I don't really.
But I'm somebody that like I love. I'll go to museums. I'll go to galleries.
Yeah.
I've purchased art that I like.
Yeah. That's what people should do.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I'm a
art's
fan.
just buy. People ask me for advice about buying art. I'm like, buy things you like that you'll never want to sell.
Yeah.
Don't get into this like, is it gonna go up? Like, dude.
I've learned this as well. I would say the same advice about anything that's
Anything.
of value. Like now, it used to be like have a car and then drive it. I'm like, I only pursue cars that I want to own for for years.
Yeah. Well, the like hunt is the fun part.
That is the fun part.
And why would you want to get like the stuff I've bought over the years, art that's now worth like more money or a lot of money? I don't plan on selling it, and I didn't know it's all just random what went up and what didn't.
Do you have art that has gone up crazy in value?
Yeah, some.
Yeah.
Just because the person, like I bought it really early, because I'm not looking to spend tons of money, so I always buy someone who's new or like some whatever, and then their career goes on to what you never really know who's gonna pop or when. It can take forever. Like the way my art career's changed since the last whatever year is you never really see it coming.
Yeah, I mean you're in I didn't know you're in this book. Your portraits are in here.
Yeah, I mean that's old.
It is old?
Yeah, it came out a long time ago.
But you have an incredible. First of all, you have a portrait of this knucklehead.
What an asshole that guy is, right?
He was such a goofball.
He's a real goof troop, that guy.
Stalin?
Yeah. Ugh.
He was always goofing around.
Not a cool guy.
No. But yeah, that's incredible. Like the portrait, man.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I'm amazed.
Yeah, I mean that kind of stuff. I don't know. Like anyone who goes to art school can kind of do that stuff. But I liked being part of that weird book. Like I like doing stuff that's part of like a weird, like if I do stuff for like bands or something, that's cool.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, it's cool. Because that's the stuff I grew up like buying and wanting, and like if it's a good situation, you're like, this is cool.
Yeah.
Kids are gonna buy this and be fired up, and like wear it and be stoked. Like that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool to me.
Yeah, I mean, that ability you have to do that is one that, there's got to be some innate ability, right, that you can refine.
Yeah, no, I always could.
Yeah.
Like as soon as, that's what as a kid I was like, oh, I can do this.
Like, because when everybody will sketch something, especially when you're, third, fourth, fifth grade, whatever.
Yeah, that S everybody does.
Everybody's like, this. You're looking at everyone's just trash. And
Yeah.
You look at Kevin's, and you're like, what the fuck? Man?
Yeah, early on, teachers were like, see how Kevin made that look? It was like that.
Is your handwriting spectacular?
It's exquisite.
Really?
Yeah. If I want it to be.
Even when you just write, I can't even think of the word. There's cursive and then there's...
It's cursive and then there's not cursive.
Yeah. When you write non-cursive, is it beautiful also?
Well, I've done lots of type jobs.
Oh, okay.
Which, to be fair, suck. Type is awful. It's so hard. People that do type for a living, it is the most unforgiving... Because everyone knows what an R should look like.
Yeah.
So if it's not perfect, they're like, no, you fucked up that part's fucked up. Use a lot of leeway in stalling. As long as the mustache is right, you're good.
You're good.
It's like Bill Clinton. It's like the easiest. There are certain, Jerry
Really?
Garcia. Jerry Garcia is the easiest person to draw
the
in the
beard
world.
and everything?
The beard, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could draw you very easily.
Yeah.
Just anything like that. But type is very unforgiving. It's awful. I try to stay. I don't do jobs
But your
like that
cursive
anymore.
is beautiful, I bet.
If I feel, I was in third grade and they'd grade you on your cursive and I got a not that great and I was like, oh, really? Okay. We'll see you next semester, motherfucker. And then I just made it my mission. Have you ever seen prison handwriting?
Yes.
Mine's not that good by any means.
They write all day, huh?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
There was a girl in my high school that got a letter from prison and it was so exquisite. That was on
any
the
good
level.
ones here. Was there prison letters there? Let's see.
That's just calligraphy. Dear Ed. Whoa.
Wow.
I was in a coffee shop once drawing before a show, and this guy asked me to do his girlfriend's name. He was like, hey, can you draw my girlfriend's name? And he was like, Mexican dude. And I did it. I was like, yeah, whatever. And so I spent 20 minutes doing it, and I gave it to him, and I could tell he was not that stoked.
Really?
Yeah. Because the thing is, Latinos have a standard for type and lettering that is extremely high.
Really?
Oh, dude. Because you're talking about lowriders, pinstriping,
yeah,
all of it. So he was like,
about that.
He was like, yeah, that's cool. I bet he didn't even give it to her.
He's
yeah,
this white boy did some bullshit for me.
The flower came out okay, but the type, he was like, oh, okay. There's no way he doesn't have a cousin that would have destroyed what I did.
Cousin on the inside.
Maybe.
Just got out.
Maybe.
Okay.
Just trying to make ends meet.
Yeah.
Just looking for work.
Looking for work, man.
But yeah, I could tell he was like, thanks, dude. No discussion of payment on any level.
Yeah. Not even an offer, huh?
No, nothing.
You want to watch some TikToks with me?
Okay.
These are from Christina's curations.
I watch a lot of TikToks. I send Christina TikToks.
Oh, you do?
sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe one of yours is in here.
That would be pretty exciting.
The day a bitch can make him leave me alone and stop fucking with me for good is the day I'll take my hat off and salute the hoe. I'm still waiting.
What?
So fucking true, because it's never going to happen. I'll hurt a bitch over my juggalo. The American educational system has really failed us, if we're being honest.
Yeah. I like the Confederate flag, though, I got to be honest.
Yeah.
Just letting people know.
Big Dukes of Hazzard fan, were you?
I love cars.
You love cars.
And there's a very well-known car.
Yeah. Someone did a Union Army version of it.
Yeah?
It's blue, and it's called the General Grant. Yeah. Look, I admire what they're doing, and I agree with it, but I had that lunchbox. I'm not going to pretend I didn't. I regret it now.
Sure.
But I didn't know. Boss
of course
Hog.
you didn't know. It's a great show.
I was at a Christian function once, and the guy, you remember in Dukes of Hazzard when they replaced Bo and Luke with Coy and Vance because there was a contract dispute?
No.
Okay, that happened maybe for a season, and one of the guys was the special guest acoustic guitar Christian guy at the church, and afterwards I was like, thanks, dude, that was really good, and he hugged me so hard because he was jacked up, really ripped, and I was like, oh, Coy or Vance just gave me a real hug.
Coy or Vance.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, they got rid of them for a season, and then they came back. The dark-haired guy. Look, he's huge.
Huge, yeah.
I mean, look at the fists on that guy. He could have killed me.
Punch a hole through your head.
Yeah. I mean, think of look at the jeans. Why are the jeans so look at the guy on the right's package.
Yeah. That line's going right up his testicles.
Yeah, what? That looks like it looks like there's a little phone in there, like an iPod Nano.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it rectangular?
It's perfect for examining his balls. Like if you're like, here's your left one and here's your right one.
Hey, did you leave half a ruler in your pants? I just want to, like, because wardrobe was like, hike them up.
Hike them up.
Hey, man.
Are you going to wear tight ones or not?
Like, hey,
these are tight.
You like your job? Hike them up. Hike them up, dude.
What about my balls? Split them. Split them down the middle.
Yeah.
You can always have one ball on each side of the seam.
Just you picture one guy with a cigar like, you want to get into the
How about
big
like
show?
that, the scroll up, that shirtless photo of them with their arms around each other?
Love it. Love it. So, the 80s were so confused on TV.
Oh, my God.
Like just this and the Love Boat. Like everything was, there was nothing on TV at that time that wasn't vaguely sexual. Except like Growing Pains.
Wow.
Oof.
All I'm doing is giving direction
Oh, Jesus.
to the connection. Okay? So he's giving me the push, and I'm saying I would really like to go over there. And so it comes in here, and
This is such bullshit.
everything rotates. So I'm going to take my intent, put it out there, but I want them to feel like I'm also opening up out of my back. My knees are being pulled to the floor. My head is still trying to go towards the ceiling. And now I take this and I extend out here, but I'm also, when I extend here, I also feel like I'm drawing from my elbow. So it's feeling like my arms are stretching, but they can't move. So you're stretching all your connective tissue. Then when you move, you are moving with such solidity. Because I just go here, and then I go here. And that feels fairly natural for me.
Yeah. You look good.
This
You've
is
been
like
really training a lot.
Dick Cheney took Taekwondo while becoming a Scientologist?
Yeah, I mean, do you follow that page, McDojo Life?
No.
It's so great. This is a whole world of
lies,
of fake martial arts instructors, and they have like, I mean, there's endless footage.
I took Taekwondo in the 80s like every other white
Yeah,
kid that saw
me too.
Karate Kid.
Yeah.
And I wanted to take ninjutsu, but it was too expensive. The outfit was like an extra like $90. But I was like, fuck yourself.
Ninjutsu?
Yeah, ninjutsu.
I don't remember that.
In the Valley, they had like, there was kind of like a weird karate thing in the Valley because there was like a ninja supply store on Lancashire or some shit.
Oh my God, that outfit's so bad.
It was, dude, Sho Kosugi movies like entered, the best. But so I take Taekwondo, and the guy who ran the studio, who was like, he said at one point, my dad was in the room. He goes, I wish someone would like pull a gun on me because I know I could like stop the bullet or like get out of the way of the bullet. And my dad was like, that guy's a moron. My dad was in Vietnam. He's like, that's an idiotic, dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. He's like, yeah, you're going to stay in the class because you kick and punch or whatever. But like, this is so stupid.
Stopping bullets.
Yeah. He's like,
give it a shot.
He thought he could like hit the bullet kind of out of the way.
If you're quick enough, you can try it.
His claim to fame was like, do you remember in Taekwondo how like 3 gray bricks equals 1 red brick as far as like density of trying to break them or some shit?
Sure.
So this guy's whole gig was he could supposedly hit 6 red bricks sideways, and he was the only guy to ever do it in the world. And even then, I was like, cool guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. This dojo's going to shut down in like a year and a half because you didn't pay the rent.
Of course. This guy too, I keep thinking about how,
many wives he's hit. What else is he using it for? He's not fighting crime. He can't even fight congestive heart failure. He's only punching women. Do you know what I mean?
That's the biggest gi that they offer too. They can't get one that fits.
I wanted the thicker one. Did you get there was like the thick one and the thin one?
I don't remember what I had.
I took Taekwondo seriously.
No, I remember that they were moving, like, you just keep showing up, I think, and paying the fees. And they just keep giving you belts.
Yeah.
I had a red belt with a black tip. I was almost a black belt at 9.
Yeah, I was like
and people would see it and they'd be like, oh shit,
I was a year
I didn't know what I was fucking doing.
I was a year away at 11. I remember thinking, even if I became a black belt, I can't kick anyone's ass.
No way.
There was like a picture day at my Taekwondo studio, and I remember one of the instructors slicked his hair back to a degree where it was like even I knew he was super coked up.
Yeah.
And like they were like glamour shots, like karate glamour shots, and him just like trying to get his leg as like perfectly or whatever. It was so weird.
So weird.
That world was 80s Taekwondo was a weird world.
This is a weird world, and the fake one is a weird world, and also how it has to draw a certain type of person who, like, if you went to this class, you'd be like, the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
But there's people in this who are like, wow, he's just using his energy and throwing.
Yeah, they
people.
go home and tell the tale.
Yeah.
They're like,
It's
dude, you
people
got to
that-
go.
It's people that I assume it's the same type of person that really buys into conspiracy theories.
It's a multi-level marketing situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is, Herbalife type shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always thought that, like,
I can see Tripoli going.
for some people, like for some successful people, learning like athletic fighting is the thing. It's like, it's either for really successful people or you're at the very bottom. You're like, well, at least I can be tough.
Yeah.
You're like, I have no other tangible skills, but like, I will fight you.
Yeah.
And I don't know where this guy, I mean.
This shit's ridiculous. So
I want to know everything
this
about
bullshit over here, the old pig tits, what he does.
Jesus.
Yeah. This shit's ridiculous. That guy just did a flip. I mean, he's doing dramatic falls.
Yeah, these guys are doing full-on capoeira just to pretend Steven Seagal's kicking their ass.
Yeah, this is Aikido. He is an Aikido master, but this is nonsense that he's doing.
My thing is like, you want to impress me, Steven? Take off the head wrap because we know that's what you won't do.
Yeah, look how tired he looks.
Why does his goatee have to be that black? It looks like it was painted on with a stencil, like Shepard Fairey did his facial hair.
Yeah, and are you breathing, man? Are you breathing when you do this? Why does it look like you're not even awake?
Even there is some legit kids that were like, "This is stupid." Is he in Russia?
Course. Yes.
I mean, I told you to follow Look at This Russian, that account.
Yeah, that's great.
Tremendous.
Great.
Tremendous.
And they're all applauding. Do you think, first of all, doesn't most of that audience are like, who's this fucking
like you feel
weird,
the
black-haired fat guy?
I have a feeling that his movies are still big as shit in Russia.
Really?
Someone had to fly him over there. That's not his dime.
No, of course.
Like
he's like a a celebrated like member of the state now. Like he has privileges.
I'm slowly getting more into how weird Russia is, because it's so huge geographically.
Yeah, massive.
I just watched a thing on like the last lady that lives in Chernobyl or something, and it's like you can get so weird there when it's that big.
Yeah,
I'm into it.
I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
Good stuff.
And they all have a dash cam.
I am not the real Batman.
Are you the real Batman?
From the movies?
No.
I just do Batman cosplay.
Sure.
When I feel up to it. Because I do enjoy, cosplay.
Yeah.
And
I think we got it. I think we can probably stop there.
The problem with this is I look at him, right, and I think,
is that Batman?
If I'd have stayed in Sacramento, that I'm maybe him. You know what I mean? Like,
and you're answering these questions.
Well, like
sincerely,
I don't go back to Los Angeles. I don't go to like art school in Los Angeles.
Yeah,
I'm just up there
collecting stickers
and comic books. Maybe I start drawing them, and it just
pretty soon people are like, Kevin, are you Batman?
Yeah,
and you're like, I want to come out and make a statement.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm tired of answering this question. But like, I like that he uses that voice to tell us he's not Batman, having clearly seen all the films.
Yeah.
I mean, I think outfits to me are like, I always wonder if like the weird behavior comes before the outfit.
Yeah.
Or someone sees the outfit and is like, how can I basically ruin my brain to fit into that costume?
Yeah.
And justify wearing it all the time.
Good call.
Yeah.
Really enjoy doing it.
Oof.
Fire going?
Again, hairline.
Just see how far it goes.
Yeah, see how far it goes. I mean, are those sea slugs?
I think so.
Oh, this is a treatment.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Goozelick.
I have a feeling this is from the part of the world you're interested in.
I don't think you think that's Russia?
I mean, I don't think it's fucking Phoenix.
No. How'd they let her leave the nose ring in?
I don't know, man.
That's not safe. That's gotta be an island nation where those slugs are plentiful.
You could be. That's true.
You know what? She just wants Taekwondo Dick Cheney to think she's pretty, and he hasn't said it. He ignores her. He thinks she's fucking a girl at the dojo. So she just that's That's so fucked.
Yeah.
Guzalik, meh.
Ugh.
Oh no, but that German. Oh my god.
Oh, these are the. I love these guys.
That chain is so long. The odds of him missing are so low.
Yeah.
Like he would, even if he hit the log on the bottom, they would have fall off.
But the odds of him hurting himself are kind of up there. I feel like, you know. This could have been a whole different type of video.
God, what's that video's out there? He just refuses to put on TikTok. Have you seen the video of Michelle Pfeiffer in Batman nailing the like whipping all the shit in one take?
No.
There's a shot where she's in like a department store and she's got to like hit mannequin heads off, and she does it in one take, like she is Catwoman, and you hear the fucking crew's just like, dang, and she looks like Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman while doing it.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where you're like, yeah, there are some people that are just better in the world.
Yeah.
You're like, you know what?
She's got it.
You're tapped.
Yeah.
You win.
That's badass. She's still.
Again, too much land.
Yeah. Too much land.
Cheap
and too
land.
Much time.
Cheap land and like pretend enemies. It's fascinating to me that the people that live in these places, God bless them, they're so concerned with like their haters and enemies, and
yes,
everyone's out to get them.
Everybody, these people all are making posts about like, you know what?
Yeah.
Everybody out there, if I know who's a friend of mine. If you're not,
I'm not going to tolerate any like backstabbing. Like I find out who your real enemies are. It's like just because their manager wouldn't give them the weekend off.
That would, who that would have made this video is if he'd done that and then he'd walked over to camera and be like, I am not also the real bad guy.
Listen, I know you just watched this video, but here's what I'm not: Captain America.
I'm not.
I'm not Black Panther. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy who cares. But yeah, they're all obsessed with like having enemies and people who are out to get them and shit.
It's always people who post that stuff that don't actually have real enemies. It's like perceived enemies.
Who has an enemy? Like an enemy, a real enemy.
I know.
What do you have to? By the way, if you have one, you probably did some enemy shit.
Yeah.
Like who has a genuine enemy?
It's strange.
Who's like out to get them and ruin their life?
Yeah. Well, if you go on social media, you'd be like, wow, a lot of people have enemies.
Yeah, I guess, dude. I feel like it's all based in like someone died and they're fighting over the money.
You ever seen the people who? Oh yeah, that's money's a big one. Or the people who go, yeah, I've been, doing a lot of work and I've had some complications, and people who have not been asking, a lot of people haven't had the time to ask me how I'm doing. Well, I'm doing fine. And you're like, oh, I guess you're letting people know. All right.
Fuck. They convinced us that we're all individuals, so people didn't think they needed anybody.
Yeah.
So we all just stay at home, staring at our phones, pretending it's a movie studio, and it's dark.
It's dark.
It's like, what you should do? Just join a club.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
go meet people.
Do you like stamps? Like, go find some. That's the internet should have ended loneliness, and what it did was it fucking ramped it up to a bajillion,
dude.
Where everyone's just like, no one gets me. It's like, we all get you. We all get you. You're sad and you're not as hot as you want to be. Welcome to the fucking club. Like, yeah, dude. You don't like your body? Whoa, no shit.
Yeah.
You pull a hamstring when you're trying to be funny? Like, totally.
Yeah. Fucking dunk champ. I know what's up.
Yeah, it's like, hey, welcome to the club of fives, where there's a lot of us. It's most of us.
You just nailed it, by the way. You nailed it.
I think it was all a plan. It's a pretty easy plan. Like, convince everyone they're special, and then it's so easy to divide everybody.
Everyone's divided now, for sure.
Oh yeah, it's the worst ever.
Squish that cat. All you need to know is to squish that cat. And you just gently squish them. That's not comfortable for the cat, or that safe, to be honest with you. You can just throw a towel on the cat again, squish her with a towel. What you can do is scoop her up, a little football carry, just like that. Butt in your hand, and just squish her tight to your body. Just squish them really tight to your body. You don't have to worry about hurting a cat.
Hello.
Just squishing them against your bodies. And there we go. We just made friends with this wonderful little cat.
Yeah.
Look at that face. Look at that face.
Nope.
Squishing is your best friend when you're dealing with a cat. You basically just lean forward, squish them nice and tight. And again, I'm just squishing them into myself. We always squish that cat.
Squish the cat.
I want to meet all his exes.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, you want to know where Squish the Cat came from? Here's the police file. Here's squish the cat all day. Squish the cat to my cousin. Squish the cat to her daughter. Squish the cat. Squish the cat. Squish the cat. Squish the cat. That's why he's not in Florida anymore. That's why
he's making these videos somewhere else.
Yeah, that's why there's no timestamp, no fucking location, none of it.
He squishes really hard.
Yeah, leaves a cat. I mean, those are cute.
You have cats.
No, I have a dog.
You have a dog.
I think you just looked at me and assumed I had cats.
I did.
I'm wearing a cardigan.
Let's wrap this up. I want to see the video of you doing the attempted gymnastics move.
Yeah. Fair.
And yeah, I got something for you too. We're closing song. Thank you, Kevin Christy, for coming by.
Thank you. Always a good time.
Odd track numbers. Watch for waspuses. It's hot today. Thank you very much. Join Kevin's sticker group. Watch his YouTube.
Watch for waspuses.
Isn't that the best thing you've ever heard?
That poor guy. How many days did it take? Ice that shit.
Dude, just
watch for wasps.
Call an ambulance if waspuses get you.
We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.
Watch for wasps. They'll sting you, and then you look like me. Watch for wasps. Have a good one. Watch for wasps. They'll sting you, and then you look like me. Watch for wasps. It's hot today, so make sure you drink water. Watch for wasps. They'll sting you, and then you look like me. Watch for wasps. Have a good one. Watch for wasps. They'll sting you, and then you look like me. Watch for wasps. It's hot today, so make sure you drink water. Hot today, so make sure you drink water. It's hot today. It's hot today. It's hot today, so make sure you drink water. It's hot today. It's hot today. Hot today, so make sure you drink water. It's hot today. It's hot today. It's hot today, so make sure you drink water. It's hot today. It's hot today. Watch for wasps. They'll sting you, and then you look like me. Watch for wasps. Have a good one. Watch for wasps. They'll sting you, and then you look like me. Watch for wasps. It's hot today, so make sure you drink water. Hot today, so make sure you drink water. It's hot today. It's hot today. It's hot today, so make sure you drink water. It's hot today. It's hot today. Hot today, so make sure you drink water. It's hot today. It's hot today. It's hot today, so make sure you drink water. It's hot today.
Hi, thank you for watching that episode of Your Mom's House. I really appreciate it. If you want to see more, you can click on any of these videos in this general area. And also, if you haven't subscribed, please do. It helps feed our cats. Don't have any cats.